personalized M-Logic machine learning data. Mannheim. Hey, that's pretty cool. Hey, what's up, ecosystem? Cheap rates, loads not ready, wrong information, unable to communicate. How much time and sanity are you going to lose messing around with traditional load boards? Dispatch Center, the advanced load board, wants to help fix your dispatching problems, and there's a lot to see. So you're going to want to buckle in. It's Tuesday Nights Live on Auto Transport Intel. I'm Jay, your host. Welcome back to the show. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. It is Tuesday Nights Live. Favorite time of the week, Tuesday night, Auto Transport Intel, where we dive into car hauling and the car shipping business channel. Listen, I appreciate you tuning in once again, 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. Listen, if it's your first time here, I want you to feel welcome. Please do join the live chat. Please do feel like you can ask questions, share information, promote your company, service, product, even if you are a dispatcher. Go ahead and do that. I'm going to go into hello live chat here in a few minutes. It's 8:02 Central Time. We are live. Anything can happen. So listen, please let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. That means a lot. That helps me out. We're going to go into industry news. That's at the 15-minute mark. And listen, if you're watching on demand, you can skip ahead, which is really cool. Right now we're live, so kind of stuck with me talking about the intro, but that's okay. Listen, again, if it is your first time here and you're just joining me, letting you know what's going on, check out industry news. That's fun stuff, actual news. It's different random stuff I get off of social media. Then we're going to go into the information superhighway. Now, the information superhighway, that's where I set up tonight's topic. We're going to talk about Dispatch Center load board, and the way we're going to go into that is I'm going to be interviewing Mark, the CEO of Superflow Systems. Superflow created Dispatch Center. What's Dispatch Center? Oh, you don't know. All right, well, awesome. Well, we got an interview where we're going to talk to Mark. We're going to learn more about Dispatch Center, and then we're going to open up the live panel. We're going to bring in Muzi of Truckify. We're going to bring in Brian, the developer at Superflow, and we're going to talk all about its features. We're going to share screens of Dispatch Center, how it connects to Truckify. Ooh, multiple software connecting in auto transport. Get out of here. Yeah, actually, because it's almost 2020. It's about time that software starts to connect and do more than just, post loads that may or may not be ready, or rates of all kinds, types and sizes, triple posted, whatever. Can we fix some of these problems? Yes, we can. That is what Superflow Systems is working on. So let's do this. After the break, we're going to take a real quick break. We're going to go into hello live chat. I hope you'll stick around. Let us know what's going on with you.
Are you completely stressed out from all the calls and the contracts and the verification of loads when nobody answers the phone? Call Murphy Auto Dispatch Services today. Murphy Auto Dispatch Services has over 15 years of experience in the transport industry. We are your office while you are on the road. We book, we verify, and we bill out your loads for you. We have an excellent accounting staff and an even better dispatch team. Give us a call today at 417-273-0021. Or if you want to email me, it's murphyautotransport31@yahoo.com. Give us a call today.
And you know what? We're in luck. Sue is going to join us later in the show. Hopefully she's involved in the live chat. If you have a dispatching question, if you want to ask a question about what is going on with the dispatcher broker conversation, I don't know how many people think that dispatchers do the same thing as brokers, but I don't think they do. And well, Sue, she works in dispatching and she knows the difference too. But, and I realize there may be legal ramifications. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about job duties. But, hey, we'll skip that for right now. Listen, let's go into the live chat. All right. Bad Apples. What's up, Bill, man? Thanks for joining the show. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Tuesday, car peoples. Hope your day is better than mine. Truck's broke, waiting on parts. Oh, man, sorry, dude. That sucks. That totally sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it gets fixed soon. I hope that your estimate wasn't crazy. I hope the parts can be located shortly, right? Then you can get back on the road. So this is the slow season. I guess if this is, when you have to go through something like that. But I know maintenance happens all the time. So, Ty, is this where you find load boards? Yeah, it can be. Yeah, actually, the superhighway, we're going to do a recap of load boards and whatnot. That should be interesting, I hope. Bill, Ty, saying hello to each other. Hey, what's up, Kimberly? Thanks for tuning in the live chat. I really do appreciate it. Sue is with us. Awesome. Hey, what's up, Sue? Thanks for tuning in the live chat. Always reading. Yeah, you know what? I am always reading. When I go to a trade show, I end up with I fill the suitcase. I have to pack in the suitcase with swag and reading material, and then I hang out. I have a stack of reading material, so when I have a cigar, I hang out and read and learn. And there's always a ton, And what I do is I copy and paste articles and send them to myself, and hopefully I can consume them. And there's always there's a backlog of articles. There's too much to read. But I try, man. I really do try. I try to read, try to share. Hey, what's up, Sue? Thank you for tuning in and saying hello. It means a lot. Hey, what's up, Mark? It's Mark from Superflow. He's in the live chat. Looking forward to a great show. Me too, Mark. Mark and I have talked a lot in the last 24 hours to make sure there's a lot to talk about with Dispatch Center. So we're excited to share with you the good news. Whether you are, if you're a carrier, dispatcher, broker, if you in any way touch loads, search loads, share load information, post loads, you are going to want to watch this show. This is going to be some great stuff. Bogey Joe Sr., hey Jay, loud and clear, 5x5, great to get through that past week's weather in the 50s here in Michiana. Yeah, man. I saw on the weather today that Massachusetts got some tough weather. So it's part of the thing of the year, right? It's tough. Everybody goes south. That's why the rates drop in the south. But thank you for letting me know that you hear me loud and clear, and thanks for saying hello, Bogey Joe. I really do mean that and appreciate it. Cody Martinez, loaded coming out of Phoenix, listening to me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cody. And I do put a lot of effort into it. I hope to make a great show, something that people can come back to later and get into, or if you're ready for something live, man, I really do hope this show gives you what you need, brings you some community in the auto transport community. Man, it's something we lack. Holy mackerel. The fragmentation of what I see, especially on Facebook. But it's not just Facebook, man. It's across social media. I don't know how many people I've tried to bring into the umbrella. They don't want it, man. It's like, wow, really? Okay, so much for community. So I guess we'll just do the best we can to get back to work. I don't know what to say, man. Michael's with us, 7 Mountain Time, real time. That's what's up. Carlos Braxton, hey, what's up? ACB Logistics. Tony Reyes, what's up, Tony? Thank you guys for saying hello. That means a lot. 7C's Transport. Happy Tuesday. Thank you, 7C's. Part of the core. Bobby Haddock. What's up, Bobby? Thanks for tuning in and saying hello. I hope this show gives you a lot of information. I tell you, honestly, if you work in auto transport, I don't know why you're not here. But, man, what can you do? You can't drag a horse to water. You could try, even though the water's here. Shane Flavian, what's up, Shane? How you doing? Thanks for saying hello. Eric Ray, Eric with Easy Auto Ship tuning in. Can't wait to see the new technology. Yeah, awesome. Eric, I think you're really going to be interested. Truckify is with us. What's up, Moozy? Yeah, man. I hope, I'm trying to manage all of the, I got all these images and notes, and there's so much stuff to dispatch center. It's kind of crazy. Let's see here. Xavier Auto Transport. Hello, everyone. What's up, Xavier? Superflow Systems excited for this show. What's up? And by the way, this would be, just mark your calendar, because you're gonna see other shows pop up. I don't know. I don't get it. But this is the premiere of Dispatch Center. So then when you see copies of what I'm doing, then you'll know that December 3rd, Jay did it, and it's here. Pedro Silvestri, first time with you. Hey, what's up, Pedro? Thanks for saying hello. I really do appreciate that. Jay Ray, I've heard this show is awesome. Can't wait to hear what's in store. Thank you, Jay Ray. I really appreciate that. That was a really special one. TDK Transports, what's up, time brothers and sisters? Thank you, TDK. Mark, Bogey Joe, Eric Ray. Yeah, Pro ABD, man. Really? Do you have a CRM? Oh, we'll see about that. Pro ABD is a real CRM. We'll take your CRM head to head with Pro ABD anytime. We're gonna have a software party. V Drew, what's up? What's up, Victor? Thanks for tuning in, man. Matthew's Jokes, 2-time. What's up? What's up, Matthew? Thanks for tuning in. That's pretty cool, man. Means a lot. CFL Transportation, what's going on? Ready for the show? This is a great live chat, you guys. Thank you so much. You're digging the colored shirt? Yeah, so here's the thing. I had the t-shirt. I've had the collared shirt for a while. I started wearing it a few weeks ago. It seemed like the right thing to do. Really, as I move into 2020, I'm kind of upping the business side of the channel. It's time. There's a lot of business to do. There's a lot of businesses to meet. And so that's what's happening. I don't have the hat on. I stopped wearing the hat and went to the collared shirt. I don't know. Seemed like it made sense. Joe Buckley, what's up? It's Joe Buckley from Chicago. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for tuning in. That's awesome, dude. And let me know where you are. I like that. I need to be reminded. It helps me be reminded where you guys are, what you're doing. I appreciate that so much. Because I tell you what, I prep and prep and prep, and then I go live, and it's just like gangbusters. It's like, I don't know, man. Alan Stern, hello from Miami. What's up, Alan? Hey, have you ever heard of a rider's agreement to have someone in your truck with you? Interesting. That's good. That's a good question. And Bogey Joe says, what's up? Okay, man, I'm over time on Hello Live Chat. I enjoyed it so much. Dude, stick around. We're going to do industry news. Thanks.
Hey guys, Ty, CTS Business Coaching. I connect dealers, auctions, and carriers. If you're a dealer and you're not getting your inventory on the lot in 5 days ready to sell, you've got a problem. It's called interest. Like I'm telling you something you don't know. Give me a call. I can connect you with an auction and a carrier, and you can get your cars on the lot in 5 days or less. 417-483-2764. Thanks and have a great day.
And he really means it. Listen, if you need to talk to Ty, give him a call, send him an email. He talks to people pretty much every day. I do. I get emails every day, and Ty answers the questions on the phone, through the email. He handles all that stuff. He's got a lot of information, and he wants to help you. So if you need coaching or information, check in with Ty. All right, let's go into industry news. Dude, it's 8:15. I did it. I appreciate it. Listen, I appreciate you guys putting up with me too. I know I get a little antsy, I get a little crazy. It's Tuesday nights live on Auto Transport Intel, and this is episode 114. Let's go ahead and throw up the graphic here. This is the Auto Transport mobile app load board notifications advanced load board dispatch center show, and I'm happy that you're here. It means a lot. It's very cool. Making sure that audio and video is okay. And let's go ahead and throw up our first meme of the evening. Remember, your memes are welcome here. I think we're okay. Oh, somebody just subscribed. Thank you, Hebrew Business. That's cool, man. Dang it, man. My dad's a trucker. He's way too smart to be a dispatcher. Really? Really? Okay. That's one point of view. Let's do another one. Dispatchers be like, man, now I gotta go to work. Do exactly the same thing as I do now. Man, dispatchers. You know, it's so weird. These are true sentiments. People really rag on dispatchers, and yet I get emails almost every day from carriers that want dispatchers. What if I told you dispatch doesn't know anything about trucking? And yet I'm looking for a dispatcher. I don't know what is going on. Call me just a dispatcher one more time. Right? Thank you, Gwyneth. I think it's Gwyneth. Because, you know, as a dispatcher, it ain't easy. It ain't easy staring at stuff, you know, what? Pinball machines for 30 cents a mile? It's not easy. You're trying to build a route. You got a carrier. He's driving. He's already moving. And then, you know, you're looking for good paying loads, and then you see, you know, you check, okay, well, let's check Central. Oh, okay, great. 32 cents a mile. Yeah, we probably don't want that. Let's check Cars Arrive. Alright, let's do... Where is it? Here it is. Oh, it's the same load on Cars Arrive, same price. Okay, that's great. So, this is why I made the Auto Transport Intel car hauling dispatch video. You guys seen this? I think I'm at like 80,000 plus views on this. This was one of the first videos of the channel about 2.5 years ago. Then I made this because, you know what? It's frustrating. It's really frustrating business. Now, this one didn't do so well because people really just wanted to see the serious side of dispatching. But I'll tell you what, it makes you crazy. Staring at load boards all day, it'll make you crazy. Anyway, so I decided, all right, let's get back to the roots. I made the top 5 car hauling load boards video. Central Dispatch, Ready Logistics, Cars Arrive, United Road, Metro Loads, and I added a bonus 6 because I was moving. This was last summer I made this video looking towards the future. Now, this was the show, I think this was a few weeks ago. Because it's not just load boards, mobile apps, TMS, CRM. I know that's the interesting stuff. But if we really want to examine the ecosystem, we got to open up our eyes, look at the whole picture. I know, snooze fest, right? Well, okay, I'll tell you what. Next time you think you can just dispatch a load while you're driving, just, you know, I'm not saying you can't. But it is interesting how drivers, they complain about people on their cell phones all day. Well, if you don't have a dispatcher, anybody helping you out, how are you getting loaded while you're driving? I'm just asking the question. I don't really know. You know, a dispatcher can also help you do things like check the weather. I know you can do that yourself, right? You can do everything by yourself. But having somebody in the office on your behalf, I could see the argument both ways. Oh, by the way, is a dispatcher a broker? No, I haven't said anything about posting loads or talking to shippers. I've only been talking about dispatching and searching for loads. I know, doesn't make any sense. Legal yada yada. All right, fine, do it yourself. Drive the bus. Put your pickup inside of a flatbed steak bed and drag it behind the truck. Go for it. But, oh yeah, that's right. There's marketing and all that. Yeah, how are we going to grow our business? So you can build pamphlets while you drive. Yeah, I'm sure there's a program for that. By the way, anybody notice that somebody shared this? Yeah, that Cybertruck does look a lot like that truck from that James Bond Nintendo 64 game. I used to play that game in the 80s. That was 90s. Lego shared this. It's pretty funny. Are you getting off topic, Jay? Maybe. Maybe. Anyone had a negative experience at Copart Fredericksburg, as in taking hours to get loaded? Now, I'm not saying the dispatcher can fix that problem, but, calling ahead, having the right information, can't fix everything. Dispatcher can't fix everything. True enough. Although, when you do, when you book that, you think it's just, a couple trucks. They're brand new. They're at a railhead. You got to do the AIAG inspection. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could have been, if we weren't panicking while driving, trying to just take whatever, maybe we wouldn't have fallen into that trap. I'm just saying. All right, here's an email I got. I have one question. When establishing relationships, drawing up contracts with new clients, such as car dealers, or when private client shipping a vehicle inquires about a quote, how does it work when charging people to ship a vehicle? How and what do brokers charge, keep themselves? This is a great question. This isn't something that you can just glean from staring at a load board. Learning about the other entities in the ecosystem and sharing information, asking questions, is going to lead you in the right direction. So that's why I share that. There is a lot to know. It's not just get a fistful of $1,000 bills by jumping in a truck and getting rich. Do you really believe that? Come on. Seriously? Good morning, Jay. I like to start off with thanking you for all the information and knowledge you've given me through your live shows. I reached out a few weeks ago on your website. Do you have any references for an EBOL, electronic bill of lading? I have been looking into blank and blank. I'm a new car hauling company trying to build my brand. Also, do you have any recommendations where to locate loads? I'm currently working directly with blank. Any recommendations on how to haul? I share this because, I really do get questions from people looking for recommendations of electronic bill of lading software. Does anybody know where you can get electronic bill of lading software? I wonder. Or where you can get loads at? I wonder where you can get loads at. Anyways, one of our haulers hit it on the head. Here's a plan. I'll create a website for direct haulers, then we'll all contribute to media collectively in each of our areas to send clients direct to carriers. We'll all register the site based on where we are. Any questions? Media is what works. I love it. This guy goes, media? Gross. It's awesome. Okay. Dear Right to Know. So this is from Cape Cod, the Cape Cod Times. Essentially, I'm sharing this. This is how little marketing people are doing. Somebody asked the Cape Cod Times basically how to find snowbird transporters, and the Cape Cod Times gives a list of transport drivers and companies. So somebody clearly isn't doing enough marketing. I wonder, I think you can use Canva while you're driving. Sure. Okay, this is proof that actually marketing does work. Here we go. Listen, if you are looking for a job, Auto Express Transport is currently hiring. Check that out. There's a phone number. There's a couple phone numbers. Email address, an offer, and if you miss it, just replay the video and hit pause. This is at 8:23. Here's another one. Rick, step by step. He says he's looking for owner-operators. It must not be in California. That's it. Step by step, there's an email address, there's a phone number. No forced dispatch. You're the boss. Yeah, that's definitely not California. And I like California, so that's kind of crazy. ASL Transport and Service is now hiring experienced and safe CDL drivers. That's pretty cool. There's a phone number. No email address, but there is a phone number. ASL Transport. Oh, this guy's ready. Hey, I'm interested. Oh, I'm the guy that just flipped over while trying to use Canva while driving. Don't mind me. No big deal. Nothing to see here. Okay. No worries. Yeah, I'm just updating my marketing and searching for loads. There's cameras now looking at me. Searching on... The guy's holding the steering wheel. Oh, but he's in a car, Jay. The truck drivers have never done that. No, of course not. I don't know who needs to hear this, but this means your high beams are on and I can't see anything. Oh, that's what he's texting about his high beams. Okay. And Merry Christmas from the DOT. Thank you, Matt, for sharing this. Listen, really, if you want to share, if you want me to share anything on industry news, and it's, newsworthy, meme-worthy, deserves criticism, autotransportintel@gmail.com. Send me an email. Are you enjoying this? Please give a thumbs up. Share, like, subscribe. Tell your friends. Let's see here. Tell people you don't like. That's actually a better idea. Tell people you don't like. Okay, there you go. You might see that. There's somebody else using their phone for, it's a pretty good picture. I'll tell you what, I think car haulers are really good photographers. I've seen some amazing shots on the road. Has nothing to do with driving, but it's good. By the way, if you haven't seen this movie, I just want to let you know, this movie is amazing. Wow, awesome. Awesome. It makes me want to go out and get a GT40 like now. Yeah, amazing. I'm not telling you anything. No spoilers. I hate spoilers. I don't watch previews. I knew nothing going in, and I'm telling you, you don't need to know anything. Just get in the theater and love it. Give yourself 3 hours. Here's a webinar coming up. Listen, are you guys familiar with MCIEF? I recently shared MCIEF.org video. Tommy Rook was on the show. Richard Bryn was on the show. Looking forward to having those guys on again. This is a truck stop webinar, December 12th, 2 o'clock Eastern. Visit MCIEF.org. Hey, do you have a webinar you want to share? People are watching Auto Transport Intel. This is a place you can do that. I'll give a shout out to Glowstone Trucking, glowstone.com. Go to Glowstone, I think it's glowstonetrucking.com. Dang it, Jay. Glowstone Trucking Solutions. They got a webinar, big webinar coming up in, I think, January and February. Webinars. Hey, Ziggy Keller, he created IATA. He's one of the founders. He's a co-founder of IATA.biz. And this is good news. IATA just negotiated a deal with Samsara. They got a lot of good stuff to say. Visit IATA.biz. Say hello to Ziggy Keller. Visit Auto Transport Everything on Facebook. This was the show last week. I did a show on car subscription business models. That is going to be huge in the future. I know. What's in it for me, Jay? I'll tell you what. What do you haul? Oh, yeah. Cars. Oh, yeah. And there's different business models of how people are buying and owning and subscribing to cars. Might want to learn about it. Might be a business opportunity. Maybe if you don't learn about it, maybe it'll cut into your business and then it'll be something that you wish you'd looked into. I don't know. What's after the crash? Hey, that's the show next week. We're going to do a interview with Accident Plan. Man, this is going to be a great show. Right? What do you do after an accident? You're like freaking out. You're like, oh my God, I just got in an accident. I have no idea what to do. I'm just freaking out, running in circles. Have a plan. Accident Plan. Really? Accident Plan is a mobile app. So you want to have a plan. And the app will help you stay calm, walk you through the steps. Now that's a great idea. We're going to learn about that next week. Also tonight, this is pretty neat. Now, Muzi calls this the Q7. Because he basically what he said is, in the Q4 that I've done recently, I've had two pretty kind of big shows lately. The Auto Transport Software Update Q4 2019. You will not see such a comprehensive review of auto transport software anywhere, literally anywhere. You won't. 30 plus companies I talked about. Check out Auto Transport Software Update Q4 2019. And then I also recently did a car shipping business ecosystem examination. That was pretty cool too. But on this software update, I examined, okay, how many fingers you holding up, Jay? I want 4, okay? 4 fingers. CRM, load board, driver mobile app, TMS, okay? In fact, you know what? That's a great segue. We're going to go into the information superhighway in a second. That's what's next. That's what's up. We're going to be talking more about what is he talking about, honey? Honey, stick around. We're going to be right back.
Building an auto transport business is not like it used to be. The cake you bake, per se, has changed. and it's crucial that you have the technologies to change as well. You want true QuickBooks integrations? No problem. You want automatic credit card processing? We got it. You want electronic signatures? That's easy. How about a virtual dispatcher working your COD amounts and refreshing the load boards 24/7 for you? Yeah, that's right. No more, I need to bump this job or that job. It's all so time-consuming. Tell our price bot what to do, and he does it. No questions asked. Now that's what I'm talking about. Sign up today or call now for a free demo.
Hey, what's up? We're gonna go into the information superhighway right now. I already clicked on the screen, so may as well go back to it. So here's the deal, and I just checked out some of the live chat. Love what you guys are chatting, saying hello, people joining in. Yeah, thank you, Ty. You're right. I'm all business because you know what? You know what I'm getting a little tired of? I'm getting a little tired of the fact that, I mean, there is so much crazy information here, and then I see it popping up on other shows. That is, what? Okay. All right, no problem. Go ahead and go live at the same time as me, and then start doing the same stuff. Okay. All right. No problem. I know, there I said it. But I'll tell you what, it does. It makes me a little bit crazy. That's okay. All right, let's set the stage. What is Jay talking about tonight? I'm talking about load boards, right? That's what everybody wants. Everybody wants better rates, more load boards, right? Better rates, more load boards. I don't need a dispatcher. I don't need a broker. I just need better rates and more load boards and let the gold bars fall from the sky, right? Okay, so last summer I make this video, top 5 car hauling load boards, right? What's the number 1 load board? So here, let's do this. Let's go ahead and hit play. Let's go ahead and enlarge that so you can see that, okay? All right, the number 1 load board, it's not a secret. It's Central Dispatch. Now, when I say number 1 load board, I mean the load board everybody goes to. I don't mean it's the best. I don't mean it's the greatest. I just mean it's the most popular, right? Every category has a number 1. And the reason Central Dispatch is number 1 is because it has the most loads. I mean, it's pretty simple. But it also has the highest price by so much more than everybody else, right? It's a lot of money, okay? So wouldn't it be great if we didn't have to spend all that money and dig through all these leftovers and we could still get all them gold bars? Wouldn't that be great? That would be great, Jay. How in the world can we do that? Well, that's why I made this video. Okay. So then let's go to the second load board. What is the second load board? Oh, second load board, Ready Logistics. Jay, I've seen your video. Can you get to the point? Yes, I can. All right. Central Dispatch, Cars Arrive, Ready Auto. Now, Cars Arrive, by the way, I put number 2 tonight rather than number 3 because I tell you what, I think Cars Arrive has more loads than Ready Auto. And by the way, Ready Auto, look, 1100. Oh, can you see that? Oh, Ready Auto. Are you guys still telling carriers you can't get signed up? I've never heard of such a thing. How in the world do you... Well, because you don't have enough loads. I don't know. I want to know what's going on. Ready Auto, I invite you on to Auto Transport Intel next year, 2020. Please come and talk to us and tell us what's going on. Seriously. We're confused. We don't know. We're speculating. Speculating is dangerous business. Nobody wants that. Cars Arrive. I've talked to someone at Car Global. I'm hoping to get in touch with somebody else at Car Global and Cars Arrive. Guys, I'd really love to have you on the show also. And since I'm at it, Cox Automotive, Central Dispatch, I would love to have you on the show. I think that I stand a better chance of getting Cars Arrive and Ready Auto on the show. Actually, of the 3, I'm going to go with Cars Arrive. But you guys are all invited on the show. That brings us to number 4. Now, number 4 actually is United Road on my list, and Metrogistics is number 5, and I'm going to tell you why. So, Metrogistics, here we got 700 loads. Again, every load board, this is no secret. every load board is measured by how many loads are on it. Now, we can talk about features and all that stuff, and we're going to do that tonight. But just to set the stage, the fact is, the load board with the most loads on it is considered the most popular. That's just the way it works. Because if you're a carrier or a dispatcher, given all the different ways you could be driving, you just need options. And options usually leads to more chance of being able to book something that's worth a darn. Okay. But there's other factors that get into, is this a good load board? We're also going to talk about that tonight. So number 5, United Road. Wait a minute. That doesn't say United Road. It says Hawley. That's right. In case you've been living under a rock, you are Autoloads.com updated to Hawley.com. If you're not signed up, go get signed up. Guess why? 4,000 loads. Really? 4,000 loads? I did anywhere to anywhere. Guess what happens with 4,000 loads? Just became number 2. Central Dispatch, most popular. Second most popular might be Hawley. But then again, I've been in touch with a few folks from United Road. We really do need to do a live interview. It is time to talk to folks, let people know what's going on. You guys are the biggest broker carrier. There's really a lot to talk about. Oh, yeah, in fact, hey, what is this? I got a Hawley, what do you call it? Water bottle. I got a Hawley water bottle. Jay, what does that have to do with load boards? Everything, because you get thirsty. Okay, so those are the top 5 load boards. Now, as I said in the Q4 update, I got a little more specific because it's not just load boards, right? I talked about load boards number 1. What about driver mobile apps, TMS dispatch dashboards, and oh my gosh, what's a CRM? A lot of people don't know what a CRM is. That's okay. It's a customer relations management tool. It's basically where loads are created. Without a CRM, how are you going to post a load? That's why Central Dispatch, most popular load board, most people use most popular CRM, which happens to be also owned by Cox Automotive, actually Dealer Track, owned by Cox Automotive, and branded. It looks just like Central Dispatch. J-Tracker, I think the arrows go the other way. Okay. So that brings us to Truckify. We are going to talk tonight about Truckify and Dispatch Center. Truckify is a mobile app. Dispatch Center is a load board. Superflow Systems also created a CRM. And within Truckify and Dispatch Center, can't believe I didn't have Superflow Systems already pulled up, you have a TMS. So you have end-to-end solutions with Superflow Systems. You have CRM, you have load board, TMS, and mobile app. And actually, a few other things. And that's what makes tonight so exciting. We're so glad you're here to learn more about Dispatch Center. So without further ado, what I need to do, never been said before on live television, we are going to go into, hey, Moosey just gave me, thank you so much, Moosey. That's a super chat. I haven't seen a super chat in a while. In fact, I forgot what a super chat even looked like. Wow. Thank you, Moosey. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. And every dime goes back into the channel. Don't I know it? Okay, so let's go into, let's do this. Let's go into the CTS Business Coaching question of the day. The question of the day is this. What is the Dispatch Center feature called? There we go. Can we see this okay? What is the Dispatch Center feature called where a broker can post a load and see if they can get an interested carrier? What is the Dispatch Center feature called where a broker can post a load, it's not confirmed yet, but see if a carrier is interested and they can make a deal? Hey, wait a minute, that does not exist. Jay, I've never heard of such thing. Really? What is it called again? It is called the fishing pond. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to learn about the fishing pond and so many other great things very soon. Stick around. Mark is going to be live on Auto Transport Intel in just a minute. Mark from Superflow Systems talking about Dispatch Center. You are not going to want to miss this.
Superflow Systems is excited to introduce DispatchCenter.com, a full-service load board for brokers, shippers, carriers, and drivers, featuring integrations with the Truckify mobile app and iTruckPay. Use Route Scout technology to build your routes. Maximize truck capacity. Stay loaded at the highest available revenue with the least amount of driving miles. Tell us your lanes. Loadification will alert you to new loads posting in your route. View instant load notifications sent with Book Now features. Search and book loads directly through the Truckify mobile app. Brokers and shippers, post your loads on Dispatch Center. Give authorized carriers the opportunity to instantly book your loads. Dispatch Center powers the Truckify mobile app, allowing instant load assignment to the driver. Truckify will send inspection reports, geolocated pickup and delivery photos, BOLs, and invoices back to the broker. Brokers, shippers, carriers, and drivers. Dispatch Center and Truckify have what you need to be more profitable every day.
All right. Hey, there's the Dispatch Center logo sticking to my forehead. How you guys doing? Welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. Listen, if you're just joining me, you haven't missed anything. It's been all set up and previews and all this stuff. Get your hot tamales, get your popcorn, load up on Pepsi, make sure you get comfortable at the Stuckies, wherever you guys are, whatever you're doing. I'm telling you, this is going to be an amazing show. I can't wait to have Mark on live with me. We're going to start talking about Dispatch Center. Here he is. He's knocking at the door. Hey, Mark, what's up, man? Now, listen, I just said hello. He's getting situated. Make sure that he can see me and hear me okay. And then we can get, oh, man, Ty's throwing down money for sushi. Thank you, Ty. What was that, Jay? I get excited about sushi. I really do, man. Thank you, Alan. It sounds like excitement to me. By the way, Mark, we can see you. Can't hear you yet. And I know, listen, he's troubleshooting. It's okay. And by the way, I turned the microphone on for him, so we're not going to have any of that talking where Jay blew it again. Technical difficulties. So doing that here, let's go back into while Mark is making sure he's ready to go. I'm going to go back into the live chat. Let's see. Oh man, I missed a bunch of stuff. Thinker loves Truckify. Whoop Datus, he's here. John Larrick, Michael Culler, Bogey Joe Sr. Copyright infringement. Tell me about it, Bogey Joe. I got to tell you, listen, man. By the way, this is what's really funny. Okay, I was a dispatcher, which by now I think is illegal now. Holy mackerel, dispatching's illegal? But anyways, dispatching is illegal now, and drivers are doing dispatching tutorials, even though dispatching is illegal. I don't know, I can't figure it out. Hey, Mark, what's up?
Hey, Jay, what's up?
Welcome to the show, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dude, it's Auto Transport Intel. It's Tuesday nights live. And we have been building up to this moment. It's exciting, and we're here now. Like,
we are here.
We've been talking about this for months, right?
Maybe years. We have been talking about it for years. You and I have been talking about it for months.
That's correct.
We at Superflow have been building this for years.
Okay.
And really, it's pretty. Yeah.
What is this? Okay, so what is this? What are you building?
Something that's comprehensive for the auto transport industry, that's full circle, that gives from the start, from the customer who's placing the order to the broker who can convert a lead to a quote with an automatic price. The email goes out to the customer. The broker can then hopefully convert it to an order. Once it is an order, then it goes on the load boards and as an order, and is hopefully dispatched and managed through our system, Pro ABD.
So I'm going to interpret. I'm going to help interpret, because I want to say something. Yep. Mark, when I listen to you talk, you have so many things happening. It's popcorn. I got it. And
Yeah,
luckily, I know what you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are taking from the inception of a shipper needing to ship a vehicle, whether it's an individual, a broker, a company, could be a fleet, what have you. Your system will take that order, let a broker build an order, make it ready for dispatch. Then that's just the first part. That's just the CRM part. You do that. Your transport auto quoter will do auto quoting in the middle of the night, right? You've got crazy
24/7.
crazy technology. Okay.
Yep.
You have crazy technology that lets right there. I mean, I don't know. It's at least half of the companies out there don't even have anything like that. They might, right? They might try to get.
If you think about today's like society today, people, if your business cannot give your customer a quote instantly from your website where the customer can book now, they're going to move on. They are going to move on. And Transport Auto Quoter is very advanced. It is the best auto quoter in the industry. I have no problem in front of everybody saying TAQ is the best transport auto quoter in the industry. There's not a better system in the industry. We have awesome technology behind that.
You know, I'm gonna break. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna break things into segments. I want to say this is that the truth is, and this is why I shared it. I got an email about it. I get people asking me all the time, what do I charge? If you can't tell somebody what you charge quickly, they're gone.
And in today's industry, that's somebody's looking on eBay. They're going to buy a car. I'm looking at this car. I want to buy this car, but I need to transport it. How much is that going to cost? I search, I look, I go to a website. If it's your website and you can't tell me how much it's going to be my all-in price to ship that car, I'm going to look somewhere else. I'm not going to fill out a form, have the form submit back to my email, and maybe you'll answer me tomorrow. I need to know now because the auction's going to end. The auction's going to end.
And not only do you want a price now, you're still going to ask somebody else. And this is why I'm going to do a show about lead generators in the future. But the people are filling out at least one form. Oh my God, it's going to be crazy. People fill out at least one form, and that's just the auto forms online. No wonder they get 30 phone calls. They fill out a couple websites, they ask a couple drivers, their phone's ringing off the hook. But regardless of the process, anybody that can't give a price right now is already out.
In today's world, they're at a big disadvantage. Big disadvantage.
Because I can tell you at what stage my pizza is cooking that I just ordered.
I know.
Right? That's what we're dealing with. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with.
And when it's going to be there.
So that brings us to the next stage. All right, so you've got your order building, you've got your auto quoting. Now that the order is ready, or almost ready, different stages of variations. Anyways, whatever the variation is, you can now move it to a load board, and that's what Dispatch Center is. Dispatch Center is your final piece, isn't it?
It is. It's the thing that brings us full circle, and what makes it full circle is that we also have the ePod system, the mobile app for the driver. That driver can request a load on the dispatch center, have it go to the broker accepts it, and it goes straight to the driver's mobile app. The driver can manage it. He takes his inspection. He takes his pictures. They're geo-located, so there's no funny business about where the pictures were taken. It's all above board. At the delivery, the same thing. The pictures are geo-located. They come back. The driver can give a bill of lading to anybody who he has an email address for. The customer wants one at the origin. He gets one as it's picked up. Customer to destination gets one. He gets one. It comes back into Dispatch Center, and the broker can actually have a copy of it as well. It just comes back into the system. And then if the broker is a Dispatch Center user and a Pro ABD customer, it'll push back to Pro ABD as well. So they'll have it in there as well.
All right.
Pro ABD.
And this is why things are now getting complicated so quick, is that What you just
Yeah.
did, you just kind of ping ponged around there. This is
Full
why
circled.
but you did. You went you built it with the CRM. You pinged it over the load board. Then it got dispatched to a TMS or a mobile app or both, and then it gets ping ponged back to the CRM once it's delivered. And that's why everybody, any big business, if you're dealing with a major auction, a big dealership, anybody who's moving a lot of vehicles, it could be an import exporter that's moving 400 cars a month. They want to deal with a company or technology that they say end to end, and this is why we hear end to end all the time. End to end meaning from building the load to delivering the load and bringing it back to the shipper, all in one solution. You're saying you have that.
We have that. So if you are a shipper, a broker, and you have customers that give you repeat business, we have a portal that you can offer to your customer. The customer can do a quote that's powered by your auto quoter. They can place the order. They can follow along in the history and tracking of the order, and it all comes back full circle from when your customer from the portal user gives it to you and you manage it on your Pro ABD system, goes to the load boards. We don't actually just post to Dispatch Center, which is going to be people are going to find out about tonight, Dispatch Center, but we post to 5 other load boards instantly. Anyway, we're not exclusive to what would be ours.
And
so,
and in part of my setup, that's the thing, is that in my information superhighway, I mean, I made it clear that, we do know that the reality is the load boards with the most loads right now are where all the eyeballs are at. And until you get a higher volume, being compatible and using APIs to share information, right? That's part of the strategy. Get adoption, and then build that way. You're not just a walled garden from the get-go, right?
True. Right.
And I like that. That's good, because being a walled garden is not helpful today.
We do have APIs that we're going to be offering people. So Dispatch Center is really, we're just at the point where it's a debut. It's not really been in production yet. People don't know about it. We're introducing it here. We're going to hopefully in a couple months be moving up your list, what you have. And
Great.
Boogie Joe, I don't know if you saw in the chat, Boogie Joe made a very good point about all loads that are on a load board aren't really real. They're not real, and everybody has seen that, and it's very frustrating for the industry, and we have developed a solution for that. And as you mentioned too, December 3rd, we're introducing that. It's our idea, and we'll see what happens if somebody copies and how that goes. It is a trend in the industry
Wow.
It's going to move forward. It's great technology and good for the broker, good for the carrier.
It is really neat. I'll tell you what, let's do this. I told you that because I see some great questions, and I want to get to questions, but we have so much ground to cover. Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to share my screen, and let's see here. Okay, and then I'm going to...
You want to do a little introduction of maybe the fishing pond and how that goes?
That's exactly what I want to do. Check this out.
You segued into it. Yeah, you segued into it.
So here's what I want to do. I'm going to do... remember that list? Okay, you were telling me about different benefits, and I was kind of bullet pointing. So here's bullet 1, true load matching. So you've got confirmed orders, or you've got the fishing pond. Mark, what are you talking about?
Fishing pond. Every broker right now and every carrier has been faced with looking at a load on Central Dispatch that is not really somebody's order. So here's a scenario. A customer gives a broker an order to ship their car. 3 days goes by, 4 days goes by, and the customer doesn't have a dispatch assignment to pick up their vehicle yet. So he gets antsy. He starts calling around, and he talks to another broker, and another broker says, well, let me see. I can see if I can find a truck for you. And his dispatch department starts working on it. How do they do that? They put it on central dispatch as an order. They're putting it as an order. And sometimes everybody has seen it. You see on central dispatch the same vehicle going to same origin, same destination, posted on there 3-4 times, maybe more. I've seen more.
Yeah, me too.
So one company has that order, legitimately has that order. And the other people, the other brokers are fishing. They're fishing for a carrier. They want to match their customer with a carrier. And that's what we're doing with this dispatch center in the fishing pond. We're giving brokers above board and carriers that know it an opportunity to match. So the broker posts his quote, essentially, it's the quote. He doesn't have it booked yet. It's not a confirmed order. He is just posting a quote, hoping to match a carrier so his customer, he can get his order booked. So when he posts something to the fishing pond, he's trying to match a carrier, and a carrier looks, and the broker has an option of how he wants to post that load. He can post it with no price. Like, you tell me what you can do it for, Mr. Carrier. Give me an offer. Tell me what you can do it for. And the carrier can make an offer, and the broker can go back to his customer with that. The broker can also say, give a suggested price. So they use the auto quoter. The auto quoter calculates a price, and they post it to the fishing pond at the price that the auto quoter calculated what the truck needs today to make the move. The broker has it out there. The carrier says, I'll take it at that price, or I'll make an offer. We're giving the carrier the opportunity to make an offer and to put himself out there and say what he needs to make that move. So it's good for the carriers because they now know everything's above board. It's very frustrating for the carriers when they book an order that looks like it's a higher price and they start building a load around it. The broker takes the call and says, I know you have.
I have.
And it happens to everybody.
It
happens to everybody.
And so that's so cool. So what's cool is people are saying, many carriers are saying, we just want a more honest system. And Fishing Pond keeps it honest. It is a fishing pond. I love that. I'm going to keep moving, and I see some great live chats by the guys. I don't want to ignore anybody's question, but I want to keep moving because there is so much to do.
There is a lot. We have a lot.
There is a
popcorn
lot. Okay, let's
in the machine.
This is better carrier rate negotiation. Take it now or make an offer.
Exactly. Take it now or make an offer.
So what do you got going on here?
It's the broker is posting a load either with a price or without a price. He's posting it at a suggested price, and the carrier can say, I'll take it at that. And here's the thing about it. So what the broker needs is the carrier to say, I'll take it for this price, and I'm going to pick it up on this day, and I'm going to deliver it this day. He submits that back. It goes back to the broker. The broker can take it to his customer and get the order, hopefully get the order. And then it converts in the system to an order, and it's dispatched straight to the carrier that made the request. And sometimes you'll have multiple carriers making a request for a quote, an order, to hopefully get that converted so they can get it dispatched. So
what I like about this is, again, it acknowledges that the need to negotiate is so high. Any platform that doesn't allow any negotiation is so irritating. And when I've talked to people and said, I'm asking for more money, and they get mad at me, I'm like, listen, it's all a negotiation. There is no stuck price tag on anything. And by the way, have you considered the 10 factors that went into the driver's need to get more money on this load? I've always said I'm pro carrier, because I understand how much the carriers spend just getting from A to B, let alone doing a good job.
Can I tell you, on December 17th, we're going to have bring some, because there is a lot to what we have, and a lot of pieces, a lot of moving pieces. One of the things that we have is an extension that the broker can use that's off of ProABD. So if a J-Tracker broker, for instance, wants to use an extension, post a load, it goes on Central, and then it comes back to Dispatch Center. As it posts to Central, there's a link on there, Truckify, and it comes back, and the carrier at that point will have options. He can book it now for the price that's posted, or he can say, I would like to book it at a higher price, and if it doesn't dispatch instantly in 10 minutes, I'll get it at the higher price. So he's going to kind of roll the dice a little bit, and
we all do. Everybody's rolling the dice all the time.
So he may get it at the higher price, and the broker can select how much more he wants to offer for that load. So the longer distances, they may offer maybe 50. The shorter distances, maybe it's 25. And that dollar amount that's going to be added, if you take it in 10 minutes, you can have it for this amount. But somebody could swoop it before.
Oh, tell me about it. I've done, man. I have left the office
It'll be
thinking,
fun.
oh my God, why did I wait 10 minutes? And I want to say this.
It'll be fun.
And here's what I like too is these features seem to play upon your extensive experience and ability based on how good your CRM works, right? Like you wouldn't know a lot of this if you didn't already have 2 feet in all kinds of different forms of software. All right, we're going to keep moving. This is some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Self-dispatching capability, request now or book now. And this is similar to the last one, but this isn't about negotiation. This is about booking.
So that's correct. And also something that we're going to expand upon a little bit more on the December 17th show. So self-dispatching and the capabilities. So the broker may not want everybody to self-dispatch. So we're giving people, brokers, shippers, the ability to filter who they want to self-dispatch. So they can select a couple options.
So they have preferred carriers or people they don't know, right?
Right. So they can mark somebody self-dispatch. If I want to mark somebody self-dispatch, I want specifically the ones I'm marked to be self-dispatched to be able to book now, to be able to book it now.
Right.
Or we have some technology that you probably have a slide for that you could show is the MC Pro Check and DOT Pro Check that in ProABD, on every dispatch, we run the carrier's authority, and it's quick, and it pops up when they make that load assignment. And when the broker makes the selection of the carrier, they get a response back from MC Pro Check, and it says whether the carrier's authority is active or not. And if it's not active, then they can't make a self-dispatch.
Okay, you're jumping ahead of me, but
okay.
But I'm with you there. I want to hit pause on that because you talked about the difference between Pro Check and self-dispatching capability. They're tied to each other, right?
It is. So and why I segued into that a little bit is because the broker is going to be able to select. I will allow
really
anybody
cool.
who's anybody who is not on my, as the broker's do not use list, because every broker has somebody who they do not want to use.
Right.
If a carrier is not on my do not use list, and you can verify their authority is active, which means their insurance is good at the time of dispatch, I'll allow them to self-dispatch. So
right.
we're giving people the opportunity to kind of manage the business how they want to manage the business. If they want to allow people who they do not have on do not use to be able to self-dispatch, as we verify their authority is active. We verify their authority is active, and then they can make the self-dispatch.
And that's one of the things
they can book now.
There'll
be a book now button.
One of the things that I think that as we move into software that's better is that it's not just for one side of the equation. And that's where you're saying it also benefits the broker. And I know as much as, believe me, when I was a dispatcher, I knew firsthand how much I disliked brokers. And I see it all the time with the way people talk. We'll address some of those things as we move on. But look, what about a better search? Oh my gosh, the industry is dying for a better search. I mean,
so we have a better search. We have. It all comes back full circle around the auto quoter and the advanced technology in the auto quoter. We kind of reverse engineer that for something we have called loadification. And we have, I know you mentioned some time ago that somebody else used the word loadification. We have the .com of loadification.com. So if we have the .com, I'm pretty sure that we're the ones that first came up with it. That's right.
Loadification.com. Well, okay, so before
That's right.
So, I like it. But before we go to loadification, what is going on with this advanced search? Tell me in words what's basic versus advanced.
So, when on Dispatch Center, when somebody does a search, for instance, Michigan to Florida, and a search normally, as they would do normally right now, it would be Michigan to Florida, and they get Michigan to Florida loads, Michigan to Florida.
Just Michigan and Florida, yes.
Yeah, so that's a basic search. You have an option of a basic search.
Yes.
As you search and you filter, and you could do an advanced search, as you do an advanced search, you get everything along the way. So Covington, Kentucky to Macon, Georgia, Lexington, Kentucky to Fort Lauderdale, those things, Knoxville, Tennessee to anywhere down in Florida, anything along the way, the loadification technology brings in and gives you the results for the advanced search. So not just the state to state or the metro to metro, things along the way.
So I'm going to interpret, because I know I've done this a million times. I'm on Central Dispatch. If I'm searching Michigan to Florida and I'm not finding enough gold bars from Detroit to Fort Lauderdale, then I start doing Michigan, Indiana, Ohio to Georgia, Florida, Alabama, and I've got to dig through, and I'm digging and I'm digging, and by the time I find some good stuff, I hit refresh and some of it's gone. I hate that.
I know you do. And the thing with that too is you did all of that, but you still may miss something.
Correct.
There's something, and so there's so many combinations that you may miss it.
Yeah.
In the advanced search, we bring it in for you.
Wow, that's awesome. That's really, really cool.
You'll show it.
And this is what's so interesting. That's right. And what's so interesting is it's the automation. I think I said this to you before. We're all on this double-edged sword. Nobody wants to be automated out of a job, and yet we want everything more automated. Just like with rates. Nobody wants to be priced at the cheapest rate, yet when we buy, we all want the cheapest rate.
Well, for the consumer, it's a hard thing for the brokers to sell that consumer, to make them understand that you, as a consumer, do not want the lowest price because your vehicle's not going to get shipped. When dispatchers and drivers are commissioned on what the truck makes, the driver and the dispatcher are not going to put on your lowest vehicle.
And I will tell every shipper out there, every prospective shipper, do not go with the cheapest guy. He sucks.
It's hard for the broker needs to make the customer aware that it's not like buying a TV at Best Buy or Walmart and you find a better deal at Best Buy and it's the same TV. So as a consumer, that's good for you because it's the same TV. Your car is not going to get picked up when there's a $100 vehicle in the same origin going to the same destination.
And if it does, make sure you got all the accoutrements when it gets there. So
the other thing that I'll say about pricing and giving the opportunity, especially in the fishing pond, is that I think a lot of times the broker doesn't care if the driver wants another $100. They need to sell it back to the customer.
Amen.
And the customer a lot of times doesn't care. They just want it picked up. Tell me what it's going to be. Tell me what it's going to be.
That is the truth. There are some customers, they will pay it. Oh my gosh, you have a backhaul search?
Yes, we do. You asked for it in a video. A year or two
Thank
ago?
you.
I don't even know.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
We do. It's easy.
Oh my gosh.
And it brings in the advanced
Hallelujah.
search when you do the
Holy
when you do
mackerel.
the backhaul. It automatically brings in the advanced search and gives you results along the way.
You're gonna show me. You're gonna show me that, right? I get to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Wow. Let's go to another one. Instant Route Scout trip building recommendations. Simple copy and paste. Now,
wow.
For anybody that watches Auto Transport Intel regularly, and that is a growing number, I'm happy to say. We've known it. I introduced it on the show. It was called Dispatch Monkey, right?
It was.
Just to be clear, it's an upgraded version of Dispatch Monkey. Is that right? Inside of.
Well, there has been a lot of advancement in the. I'm not sure how many months ago. 8 months maybe that was. There has been a lot of advancements, and we have partnered with Truckify and what was Dispatch Monkey to now have the Dispatch Monkey. What was known as Dispatch Monkey now be called Route Scout. And Route Scout is an awesome piece of our technology that will bring your search results when you do that advanced search and you see the search results that you've come up with and you put that in Route Scout. Route Scout will calculate the best route, the lowest mileage at the highest rate for you. It will demonstrate, not even demonstrate, it will display the order that you should pick up and then the order that you should drop off in. And it's awesome technology, and we have that in our dispatch center.
Sick, man, sick. My notifications, load notifications. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what
my
you're talking
notifications.
So what?
Well,
okay,
that's
what's
different.
A notification?
It's different.
Okay.
A notification is a load notification. So a dispatcher, a carrier can register in dispatch center and say, "This is my route. When you have a new load that's in that route, please tell me."
Yes.
Please tell me.
Don't make me
and
search.
We send a text message.
Yes.
Don't make me search.
Yeah.
I'm driving. I can't be searching while I'm driving.
Right. I'm busy working on marketing. I can't be searching.
So isn't that interesting that when you have something that fits your route, you can be doing other things instead of pressing refresh, 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 refresh.
Right.
Have you ever pressed that refresh on the route that you're looking for? Oh, the number changed. There is another one. Let me look.
Yeah. Oh, and then I got to figure out which one's new. Now, you can, anyway,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
But I've had to do that.
That's right.
You can have the new loads on top, but I don't trust that. I need to go back through it. It's amazing how much time is lost manually sifting through the loads. And we got all these mobile apps now. Shoot, I can order my prescription on my mobile app. It used to take a phone call and all kinds of stuff. Now, anything we can do faster, save time to see something, because you don't have time.
They're doing it.
You do not have time to mess around with How many other car haulers do you think are out on the road searching the load board at the same time? It's thousands.
Well, that's the nice thing about notification. You put in your route and you get a text message. So I don't know if we can segue into what on the Truckify mobile app we have. On the app itself, the driver can search and request loads on the app.
All right.
And I don't think nobody else does that.
All right, let's do this. Let's finish this out. Okay, you talked about MC
Okay.
ProCheck, DOT ProTrack. So no more dispatching to ineligible carriers. Now, what broker wouldn't like this? Right?
What broker, what shipper,
Yeah.
everybody. Sometimes the carriers don't even know.
No,
Sometimes, what do you mean my authority's not active?
Yeah.
It's not active, dude.
Amen.
We just ran it.
Yeah.
It's not active.
It's not
And they
active.
check it out, and they find out there's an issue.
Holy mackerel. Yeah.
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 So the last thing you want as a broker or a shipper is to dispatch to somebody whose authority is not active. If their authority is not active, their insurance is not active. And that's usually why their authority is not active, is because their insurance is not active.
Man, you got you're getting a lot of support in the live chat. And there's a message
good.
center. You can actually communicate through this thing. I don't have to pick up the phone.
Isn't that cool?
Holy cow.
Everybody can communicate with anybody. So if you are a carrier and you want to ask the broker, hey, can I pick this up at midnight? You can ask them. The broker can send any message back to a carrier. You can communicate back and forth. If you don't like somebody, you want to block them, you can block them. So there's no danger. There's no stalking. If you don't want to talk to somebody, you don't have to. But it's a great way to get messages quickly, find out the answer to your question, and you're communicating directly with who you need to, the broker or the carrier.
Hey, by the way, Bogey Joe just said, hey Siri, find me a load. I guess he hasn't seen your video.
I don't.
Dude.
With the Amazon one?
Yeah, what was that?
So that's Alexa. Alexa, we have.
Alexa?
Alexa.
That was insane, dude. Muzi shared that with me. What, a couple months ago? Month or two ago?
Yeah, that's
You're
that's
in beta.
very.
You're in beta on that, aren't you? Alpha.
Somebody could use it today. Somebody could put it on their platform today.
Sick, dude.
Somebody could do that.
That is so. What's my pizza doing? It's amazing, dude.
Yeah, get a quote from Alexa. How much to ship your car?
Whoa. Maybe we can do that in part 2. Okay, yeah. So you mentioned I think this is my last slide because this brings us kind of into Truckify. You've got a Truckify driver carrier inspection, electronic bill of lading, invoicing mobile app with GPS tracking, trip building, payroll reporting, load searching connected to dispatch center. Dude, it's about to get crazy up in here.
So the loads, all of the other stuff is kind of is I don't want to say it's standard, but the load searching on the mobile app is revolutionary. Nobody else is doing that. We have the connection. You can request a load from your mobile app and have the broker. So different things with that. If you have the authority from the broker, you could book it. You could just book it now. You could self-dispatch it. If you don't have the authority, then you can request it. You can request it at the published rate, the suggested price, or you can make an offer. So what's better than making an offer?
Dude. Well, and I like that too.
Get what you need.
Exactly. There has to be the systems we have now. This is why, it's cool. What's really neat is that when I made top 5 car hauling load boards, I was trying to.
We weren't here yet.
I made it last summer, and I was trying to open up the conversation that, I had the dispatch experience, years of dispatching, even if it was illegal. I did it. I'm not a dispatcher anymore, so I don't know what to say. Nobody told me it was illegal. Oh yeah, it's also not. Well, it's also not brokering, but that's another conversation. Dispatching and brokering are 2 separate things. But anyways, it's neither here nor high water. The thing is that the platforms that have existed, are not flexible enough for this industry to thrive. And you see people trying to take this unflexible architecture and just suit it to however they need. That's why we have triple posted loads. Because as a dispatcher, you see triple posted. You're like, why is this triple posted? How evil are these people? And you come to find out they really do need a fishing pond, because other brokers, they are talking to the same customer. It just, there's no way.
That's exactly right.
There's no way for us to know. We don't know that. We don't know who has the load. The customer is talking to 4 brokers because the customer thinks that they're going to get a better deal that way. Little do they know, everybody's in the same load boards.
Yeah, they don't know that. Customers do not know
They
that.
don't know.
And they're talking to somebody and say, hey, if you can find a truck for me, I'll give you my order.
Right.
And that's what they're telling
and-
me. And then they call the next one. If you can give me
This is a guy.
the schedule
I got a truck right down the street. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to go knock on his door. Right.
So when
Fishing pond.
when you make fishing pond it's above board. Everybody knows what
Yes.
it is, exactly what it is. When in Pro ABD, so the interesting thing about that, and we have APIs, so you don't have to have Pro ABD to make the fishing pond work. So you can post a fishing load and have it be found in the fishing pond.
That's
On
cool.
Pro ABD, when you get a quote and you've managed it and you've talked to the customer, we want that interaction. We do not want you posting every load or every quote that you get into the fishing pond. That's not good for the industry. It's not good for what we're trying to accomplish here. We want you to have a customer on the hook.
Right. Yes.
And
this,
talk to
oh
somebody.
my gosh.
And if
This will help shippers.
you can find a truck, it'll help everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No way. We're actually going to help shippers? Right.
You know what? Think about, so when, and once it gets in the industry and people are using it and carriers are connecting and brokers are pushing their quotes, so it has to be in Pro ABD. They have to be in a contacted status. It has to be contacted. And then once the customer you have it in that status, which means you've managed it, you can press send to the fishing pond. It sends to the fishing pond. It'll stay there for 36 hours. 36 hours, boom, it comes off. You can post it again if you want, but it's not going to stay there for 3 weeks on a quote or an order that somebody put on Central Dispatch that they haven't talked to the customer, and that load is gone 2 weeks ago. And it's still posted out there, and you see that. So
here's what we're going to do. We have
Tell me.
a bunch of screenshots to share. We have screenshots, and we haven't even logged into Dispatch Center Truckify yet. Wow, we have a lot to do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna make sure we bring in Brian, the developer. We're gonna bring in Moozy from Truckify, and this is gonna be a long show. But I can tell. I mean, this is a big show. We're covering a lot of ground. I would heat up some hot chocolate and chicken. And tell the people at Stuckey's you're going to be another hour, because we got a lot of stuff to do. All right, so
good stuff
man,
too. Not just
oh my gosh,
big.
I love what we're doing.
This is big.
Hey, we're going to be right back. Stick around. We'll see you in a second.
Transport Auto Quoter is by far the leading auto quoting software on the market, and the only auto quoter with a pro version that comes preset with accurate pricing for anywhere in the U.S. So you don't have to worry about it. The best part is that no change with your current software is needed. Just plug TAQ in and start booking jobs. Carriers can easily plug TAQ into their current websites and start making money right away. I bet you're wondering how we do this instantly and accurately 24/7. Well, constant analytics is the key. Our PriceWatch team is constantly monitoring current market conditions, paying close attention to seasonal and quick-moving industry changes. At the end of the day, it takes a lot of time and data to maintain good pricing, time that most of us just don't have on a daily basis. So free yourself up. Using TAQ Pro is really a no-brainer. Save time and money, maximizing your leads and optimizing your online investments. You'll finally be able to sleep well at night knowing that TAQ is on the job selling for you 24/7. Never missing a potential job.
All right, welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. Let me move a couple things around on the screen. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we have Mark from Superflow. We've just been talking with Mark. We now also have Brian, a developer at Superflow. Brian, can you see us and hear us? And Brian is still setting up his system. But Brian,
He might be calling in.
Okay.
Brian our lead developer. We also have Mike, Greg, who are under Brian, and Prince, who works with Muzi. So Brian, we have a team. We have a team of developers. I don't want to leave these guys out because they all contribute to the technology that we have, and everybody has a big hand in it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah, so, right, we can't have everybody on screen at the same time, but we do have Brian representing developers.
That's right.
Okay, Brian, you can see us and hear us okay?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Welcome to the show, and Muzi's going to be joining shortly. But in the meantime, let's do this. Let's go ahead. There's some great stuff, great questions. Let's jump into... Do you want to go to... I think maybe we should jump right to the site. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Let's do that. Okay, so let's go. Let's share the screen. And let's go ahead and close that PDF presentation. That worked pretty well, putting that together. And then let's go to dispatchcenter.com, okay?
Yeah, baby.
Okay, we're here. All right, so go to, if you're watching, go to dispatchcenter.com. And, you can do that. What we want you to do is focus on what we're talking about and follow along, but the site is dispatchcenter.com. And people can sign up right now, right? You got a sign up page?
They can.
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
In fact, yeah.
You can log in because you have credentials.
Right. But I just wanted to show, here's your sign up page, and you can enter whether you're a carrier or a broker, and set up your account, enter your information, and then you can get started. You can be signed up, right?
That is correct.
Right. And you can do that right now. Okay, so there's your sign up page. Now,
So we will after that we will credential, we will authorize, and then we'll push somebody their credentials and give them the thumbs up, and yes, you are okay and you can use the system.
Okay, cool. So the sooner the better. Go get signed up, and that way you can be put through the system, get authorized, and start learning more about how to use the system. Okay, now I'm going to log in with I've got a demo account. I'm logging in. All right, here we are. I'm at the Dispatch Center Carrier Dashboard. Now I'm going to be moving the image of me and Mark and Brian around on the screen based on what's happening, but here we are. Excuse me, we're at the dashboard. Okay?
We are. So it took you to whenever you log in, it takes you to where you were last time.
I like that too.
So you're in notification right here. So you have some load notifications, things that have been described as fitting your route. So you as a dispatcher, you as a carrier have said, this is my route. When something is new, it's posted in my route. I want to be sent a text message.
So it took you to whenever
Lucy, turn that down.
Yeah, turn off Jay. Turn off.
So you're
Jay's
in notification right here. So you have.
Yeah, Lucy,
okay, cool. All right, so keep going. So all right, so we're back wherever we were. Wherever we were last, that's where we return.
Yeah, that's where you are right now, the notification. So if you go to My Loads, over there, you can see things that are already assigned to you.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm looking at My Loads.
So you're in notification.
Oh, Muzi, you keep unmuting, but you gotta turn off the YouTube stream.
Right, go back wherever we were.
So, because we're hearing a loop of the show, Muzi, you have to stop watching the show.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens. All right. Okay, so
you know what? He's not a rookie. He's been on before. He should know that.
it happens. All right, so we're in I know it happens. All right, so we're live. We're in My Loads.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So what's happening in this now? Some of this, okay. So it's not like we were born yesterday. We've seen other dashboards and TMS systems. Many of your features are building on improvements of that, right? Let's be fair to the marketplace. Like we've seen a dashboard or a TMS before, right?
Sure.
Fair. I mean, that's fair.
It's
Central Dispatch has a dashboard, but it's primitive, but it does have one. So what? Yeah, go ahead.
This here, what you're looking at is, as in my loads, you're looking at the tab that's assigned. So they've been assigned to you. You've requested them, and the broker has assigned them to you. You see so the next step is once the broker gives you the order and dispatches it to you, you need to sign it. You need, just like you do on Central, you need to sign and accept it.
Okay.
So after you've signed and accepted it, so over to the right a little bit is the where you were on my load.
And then down here.
So,
okay.
Yeah. Over to the right, right there, pending signatures.
Yeah, cool.
So these are things that you need to sign. So you can go ahead and sign one of those right there if you want.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
It's just that. Yeah, just go ahead and sign it.
So click sign terms. Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
then
click the box, put your name.
I'm Crazy J. And oh wow.
Yep.
Okay.
That is crazy.
I'm a dispatcher. I've lost my mind. Okay, cool. So
then that will go to that'll be the one that's on top right there is the one that you were just working on.
Nice.
So now it's assigned to you. The next thing is in your process would be to
send it to the mobile app, right?
Send it to the mobile. It already is over to Truckify. It already is over there.
Okay.
So you would assign it to the driver. So here you can view it from here as you're looking at it. You can view it. You can send a message to the broker. You could send a message to the broker if you wanted and find out what was up. Send a message. They could respond.
Yo.
That's right. Yo, we good. Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
Yeah, so that goes back to the broker, and they can respond to that. So you look at your picked up. If you have things in picked up, your next step is delivered. If you have things that are delivered, the next thing is that you can archive it. So
nice.
Over by the pending signatures, anything due today that I should pick up or I deliver that you can see at a quick look at. So there's nothing in that, however, but anything that's due today that I need to pick up or that I need to deliver is there. Things that you should have done already, things that you should have picked up or delivered yesterday will be there. Sorry, this is late. And so in Pro ABD, we do have some technology that will send a message straight to the carrier asking them for an update as well. But as you see, so those are loads as you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So go to if you would like to.
Yeah.
You could see a couple things. So we could do a search, just a search of a regular load, the tab for search loads. Yep. So this is how you could do a Michigan to Florida, as we talked about. Do a Michigan to Florida, and select the basic. Do the basic search, and so you scroll down. You do a basic search. You see everything that's in there from Michigan to Florida, and so if you go back to search loads again.
Oh, and I just want to say this.
Don't go back.
Well, I wanted to say this
again.
Well, I want to say this. I don't know if the audience can see that I've got this basic search button here because it's hidden on my screen. But see this basic search button? It's just below my screen, but it's right here. So anyways, just want to let people know. Basic search.
The basic search, that's what you get on Central.
Okay.
That you're used to, Michigan to Florida.
Oh, yeah, right. This is basic search, Michigan to Florida. Right.
Basic search.
Okay,
Now,
basic search.
there's the advanced search. If you hit search loads again, the tab for search loads.
Okay, cool.
And you go back, scroll down again, and hit the advanced search.
Now it's right.
That's where
it's here, yeah.
That's bringing in the loadification technology and gives everything along the way. And so you can scroll and see some of the things that would be available.
That. Right?
So, yeah. So some of the things, Knoxville, Tennessee to Valdosta, Georgia. That is not on a central dispatch search. That's not on their radar. That's not on anybody's radar. That technology, that load's available, and the carrier should have an opportunity to see that.
Uh-oh. Oh, here we got Solomon. I knew it would happen. Solomon says, doesn't seem any different than good old central dispatch.
What? Is he not paying attention? Is he just looking at the picture, not listening?
Well, by the way, Solomon, I don't want to chase you away. I actually want to try and have Mark show you something you haven't seen on Central. I mean that. I do not want to have yet another fragmented social media where nobody gets along and no one can ask questions. That is not what we do here. So, Mark, what could you say to Solomon? Listen, buddy, here's something you've never seen on Central Dispatch. Number one, backhauls.
How backhaul? How about that?
Yeah, backhaul.
So the search that you just did, you can click the backhaul button and see the results coming back, everything coming back. In fact, it gives you the advanced search technology on the backhaul.
Bogey Joe's all over it, way better. And Solomon, you're good. Seriously, I really appreciate that you just tuned in and that you asked a question. I don't want anyone here ever afraid to ask a question. I can't stand places where you can't ask questions. So,
that's right.
And Bogey Joe,
so we're going to tell him next.
Yeah.
We're going to tell him next what is different on Central.
Yeah.
This is different.
Okay.
This is much different. Go to the fishing pond.
Okay, the fishing
pond.
The
fishing pond. The tab for fishing pond. So, let's go fishing is the tab.
Wow.
Let's go fishing.
Cool.
It's the search that you just conducted. So do Michigan to Florida again.
And Solomon, I think what Mark is saying is the fishing pond is how do you define loads in the fishing pond? They're
So they're unconfirmed with the broker. The broker is fishing for a carrier and trying to match a carrier with the broker's customer. The broker is saying, I'm sending this to the fishing pond. I need somebody to help me. If you can give me a date and a time when you're going to pick it up and how much do you want for it, I'll take it to my customer, I'll convert it to an order, and I will dispatch it to you.
All right. Okay, cool. So do you want me to click basic or advanced?
One of each.
Okay.
Basic first.
Basic first. All right. So this is a basic search in the fishing pond.
And you get the Michigan to Florida. Go back to the search. And do the advanced search, and you see the things that are along the route. And so these are things that you, as the carrier in the fishing pond or the dispatcher, can request. So you make your request and you kind of pitch yourself to the broker, say, for this much money, I'll pick it up and this is when I'll deliver it. So I like it at this amount, what you have it offered for, or I want it at a different price.
We're going to do
and
$650. I love this.
Yeah.
All right,
An estimated pickup, an estimated delivery, who's the driver? Me.
Okay.
Yep.
And
yes.
I'm going to put auto transport intel.
I don't think it. Sure.
At gmail.com. And I don't want to put a phone number. I don't like phone calls. Yep. People scare me.
You don't have to.
And I can do that. Okay, cool. I like that.
Right. So now it's in your requested. So it's in your requested tab, things that you've requested.
Awesome.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's neat, man.
And the broker can accept that.
That's really, really neat. Okay, so, and by the way, here's another one, Solomon. Loadifications. So what's loadifications?
Loadification are things that fit your route, and we have sent you a message, a notification, a load notification that's a load is just posted. It's in your route. Go look at it. Do you want it? If you do, make an offer. If you don't, it'll go away as it gets dispatched. As it gets dispatched or is removed from the load board, it will come out of your notifications.
Are you a mind reader? I just sent them a message. Awesome.
And they can respond.
Yeah.
The
yes,
broker can respond.
I tell you, and that's actually been that's one thing that's really. Hey, what's up, Ziggy? That's one thing that's really interesting is that I know on Central, I don't understand why the only way to contact people is by phone or fax. Have they updated that? Can you email people in Central? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think you can send a smoke signal though.
They won't.
Okay, come on, please.
I don't know. They don't want. I don't know. They kind of want to steer you away from contacting the broker or the carrier and having that communication. I'm not really sure why.
I don't know either.
It's simple today. Just click send a message, and you'll have a message sent to the carrier or the broker, depending on what your role is.
And this is funny. Solomon is talking about more unanswered calls. You know, when I was a greenhorn, I used to actually leave voicemails. Psh, dude, those voicemails are still sitting there.
They might be.
They're probably sitting on a tape machine somewhere. Hi, calling about a load.
They had to build
Central.
up, so you.
It's hilarious. Okay, all right.
I know people who listen to those occasionally, though. Still, I do know that.
So let's do this. Here's what I'm going to do. Since we've seen some of the site and we're going to see more, we're going to keep going.
Yeah.
Let's go to some screenshots. Now that we know what we're looking at, what's this?
I don't know. So this is a view from ProABD that the broker can. They have a quote. They've contacted the customer. The status is contacted, and now they can send it to the fishing pond. They know that now I need to match a carrier with my customer's vehicle. Send it to the fishing pond, and the magic starts.
Right, we're still in now. Right now, we're in your CRM because again,
that's right.
In Superflow, we're end to end.
Yes, we are.
This is okay. And
so
then
that's just just a little notice telling you that was sent to the fishing pond. It's going to stay there for 36 hours.
All right. Let's see. What's the next one? We've got. Oh, we're over in Truckify now.
Oh, you want to go back to Dispatch Center for a minute and just go?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have some loads that you could paste over? So while you're maybe trying to paste over, I could just explain just for a second that when in Truckify, so you can go to Truckify on the tab for Truckify, that you can get to right at Dispatch Center.
So I'm going to click Truckify, and you want me to copy and paste like what we were talking about before, right? I can do that. I can do that.
So in what we have right now, so the technology that Truckify has built is a copy paste, and it comes in there and it sorts the loads. What we have and the module that we're going to install and through the API, we already have the API built, but they just have to finish the connections of when you look at a search result in Dispatch Center, when you're looking at the search result, you will see those loads over in Route Scout. So you can do the advanced search, look in Route Scout, you identify your truck's capacity. How many open spots do I have? 5, 7, 3, 2, and you put it to Route Scout. It will take the loads that you put in there, and it will find the best loads for your route, for your capacity, for the most amount of money, for the least amount of miles, tell you the order to pick it up, tell you the order to deliver them.
So I'm doing
brilliant technology.
Okay, I copied a bunch of loads, right?
Yep. Truck capacity. Yep. There you go.
All right, what's the zip code on this one?
So did you go Ohio to Florida
Yeah.
or Michigan to Florida?
Yeah, the one you were talking
Ohio
about.
to Florida, Columbus 43215.
Okay.
And to Miami is 33101.
Okay. I pasted it, and I am doing the route scouting.
Magic.
Route
The
scouting magic. And what
magic is running.
Okay, and what it's doing is it's sifting through, and I think I did the copy and paste right. If I didn't, because when we did it before, and let me ask you this: rather than the copy and paste you sent me, is there a way for me to do the Is there a way for me to do it? Is there a way I can do a different copy and paste? Can I do one live?
Well, you could do it from the central search that you have.
Can I do that? Let's do it, because I think I screwed up my copy and paste.
So if you do Ohio to Ohio to Florida,
okay,
search that.
Let's do. I'm gonna do, and I'll throw in Michigan too. Why not? And I'll throw in Georgia. Why not? Right?
Sure.
Can I do
sure.
that? Right?
Yeah.
Right? Because we're live.
Yeah.
We could do that. Okay, so let's see how many results we get here. I got 330. All right, so Control
check
A,
all.
Control C.
Yep.
Control A, Control C, and then I'm gonna do a Control V.
Control V. So you have to identify again which driver, the trailer capacity. How many do you have? How many spots are you looking for?
Tell me these zips again.
43215.
And 33101.
33101. 101.
It's amazing how zip codes like Eric goes, wow, bang! Oh my
Boom,
God.
baby, that's magic.
That's crazy.
So there's some interesting things about that, and so it actually, even from Columbus, it said, hey, if you go up to Detroit and pick these up, it's going to be more profitable for you. These pay really well, and then it tells you the order to pick it up in. So the purple, the first one.
So I can.
Let's see.
So I can,
so is that? Yeah,
okay.
1, 2.
Oh,
so you're starting from Columbus, and then
right.
it takes you to position 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and then if you click, you could even click the tab over where you say order of pickup and it's order of delivery. It'll just take you to the order of delivery up top on that tab,
and watch
right next to order of pickup.
Watch this. I want to say this too. Look at this. This second one is a Freightliner. Can't fit it. Remove it. Right? Bang.
Yep. Boom.
It's like, oh yeah, okay. And then this LST 9000. Can't get that. Boom. It is crazy.
So don't you want to know on how, like, shippers, brokers, if you have loads that you need to ship, and once drivers are using this technology and they're filling their truck instantly with loads, your loads need to be in this mix.
Oh my God.
On Dispatch Center.
Yeah, right.
They need to be in this mix.
Yeah, I don't want to be left out, right?
The driver's Route Scout is going to calculate on the vehicles that are in its search. What are the results? The results are here, these vehicles, and I'm searching these vehicles. If your vehicle is not in this mix, so you're a shipper, or maybe an auto auction, or an online auto auction, and you have vehicles, Matt, that you need to ship. Did you catch that?
Dude, by the way, Solomon just did a 180, and he's like, "Oh my God!" Like,
thank you,
hey,
Tom. I told you he just wasn't
right.
listening.
Well, no,
he just wasn't paying attention.
Well, he just got
Maybe
here.
he was.
No, he just got here. Listen, this is the Church of Auto Transport. Everybody's welcome. Have a seat.
That's right.
That's right. Get you some pretzels and have a seat. I want to say this. Hey, I want to take a break here for a second. Brian and Muzi, you guys are here. What are you dying to say right now? One of you guys say something, will you? Oh, wait.
Oh,
Okay.
can't hear Brian.
Okay, there we go. Brian, start again, please.
Now I'm on mute.
Yeah.
It's great to see the feedback on the chat. People enjoying the product. We had a couple good programmers. Mike and Bobby spent a lot of time recently to get all these bugs worked out, and working with Truckify and Moosey's team to get all this stuff integrated. So it's
I'll bet
a lot of cool features coming.
Right, there's been a ton, because when I look at the screen there, and I'll pull it up here soon, there's just a lot of integration. That must have been, I don't know, that must have been a ton of work, right? It's ongoing.
Right, it's mapping out what each product has to offer and coming up with new solutions. The excitement Moosey's team brings to it, and it's like, oh, we can do this or we can do that, and we just snowball from there. And we listen to our brokers also. And Mark and I's a background with this auto transport. We've had our butts in the seat too. So we've actually moved cars at one point in our lives. So we've done all aspects of this industry, and we keep coming up with new ways to make it less painless for the driver, for the broker, for the customer.
Right, that's the goal. The goal here is to make this less painful for everybody. So carriers can stay loaded with decent paying rates. Dispatchers can keep more drivers loaded until, we figure out, the legality there. And I'm having fun with it, but I don't understand why we're all up in arms right now about whether dispatching is legal or illegal. And I'm just saying it because it's out there, right? But brokers need to be able to satisfy shippers faster. Carriers need to be able to stay loaded for a better rate more consistently. These loads need to be moved, right? And if some people have one or two loads here or there, your system is allowing other systems to integrate so people can build better routes.
Right. And our pricing is, just experience of what the truck needs, not what the aggregate of what's already been posted, because you get brokers that post stuff that doesn't really pay much at all, and then that gets added into the price functions on Central, and then their auto quoting just continuously declines. And we have a factors of like, okay, Chillicothe, Ohio would pay different than Columbus, because you got to drive an hour down a country road to get to Chillicothe, even though it's a major city. But you got to price it for the effort of the truck.
Right, and a carrier knows that very intently. Right. Hey, by the way, Moosey, are you enjoying some of the things people are saying about Truckify? I don't know if he could hear me. Moosey, can you hear me, Moosey? Let's see here. Did I mute him too? Let's see here. No? I don't know if Moosey, can you see me and hear me? I don't think he can. I think when Moosey, maybe that's why Moosey was watching the show, because that's how he could hear me and see me. I think he can hear us.
Oh.
But okay, now wait. Now Moosey's speaking, but he's muted.
Can you hear me now?
No, I hear you now. Yeah. So I hear you.
You should be able to hear me now.
Yeah, I hear you perfect. Okay, I'm going to ask it again. How do you feel about seeing people in the live chat saying nice things about Truckify? He's keeping me on.
I can you hear me now?
I can hear you. But there's like a delay maybe. I don't know.
You should be able to hear me now.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, awesome.
There's just a slight delay. So I'm going to ask it again. How does it feel to see people?
Well, it's
How does it feel?
It's
got to feel good.
It's an excellent feeling. I mean, it's an excellent feeling to know that people appreciate our product.
It's awesome, right? Isn't that like it's the goal is to get people to adopt and appreciate what the updated system has done. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, well, he's there. He's there. All right, let's do this. Let's share some more screenshots.
An excellent feeling. I mean,
You guys want to do that? Let's look at, here. I just muted Muzi because I got the replay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Listen, when I want anybody who watches my show knows that when you have a live stream for 2+ hours, anything is possible. And I've had all kinds of technical difficulties. Did you guys see my Las Vegas show where I was sitting in the dark? That was crazy.
With flashlights, I saw that.
You know what I did?
The giveaways. They were the giveaways in the aisle that they at the show.
Well, they were really bright. Yeah. You know what mistake I made? I had other flashlights sitting by, and I meant to keep adding, but I was so busy and I was in my zone. I forgot to add flashlights. But you know, the audio was all off. It didn't matter. It was terrible. It's all part of it. So here's what I want to do. Let's do this. I'm going to take us off the screen. Let's do some more Truckify screenshots with Dispatch Center, because check this out. Muzi sent me some stuff, and I want to show that too. By the way, since we're here, why don't you go ahead and describe. You've got CRM, load board, driver mobile app, TMS, plus you just showed Route Scout. What category is that? What is Route Scout?
Route Scout's not on your list. It's not on your 4.
Would that be a load board tool?
Well, it's more of it is now a load board tool because we made it a load board tool, but a combination between the load board and the driver app,
right.
I would say.
Yeah, I like that. Load board and driver app. Quotify is a CRM.
Quotify is a platform that, well, it's not. It's a platform that people can put on their website if they have car shipping relevant traffic on their site, and they want to allow their customers, to stay on their site to get an auto shipping quote. So their customer can fill out a form, get an instant quote, multiple quotes back, make a buying decision from the profiles that they see in front of them, and make a selection of who they want to ship their vehicle with.
By the way, I want to say this because you explained that really well. I'll say this. If you're a carrier and you have a website, there doesn't seem to be any reason why you wouldn't want to have Quotify on your website to serve shippers and give quotes on your behalf, right?
So Quotify would be, as a carrier, wouldn't really fit. You could be one of the ones that would respond to somebody else's site. On your site, you want to be the one that displays, and that would just be TAQ, Transport Auto Quoter. They would just put, so we have a really advanced feature in Transport Auto Quoter where the carrier can designate his routes and his lanes at his price, and that displays to the customer. So the beautiful thing about that is going to be phase 2 of what we have and what we're putting forward. So we want carriers to sign up,
this is upper level stuff. You're like,
this is
so much stuff. It's crazy.
This is so carriers. This is a perfect opportunity for carriers to name their route, and their lane, designate it at their price, and then when the broker is doing a quote, they will do a Quotify match. So in a little bit more than going to the fishing pond, the broker will be able to press a button that runs Quotify, and they will get the responses of carriers that run that route. So carriers sign up, they designate their route and lane at what price. Everything else that is coming in, they they don't display. So a broker using TAQ, they want to display on every price because they don't care. They'll take the order. A carrier runs a lane at a certain rate. Mm-hmm. And this is a perfect opportunity for them to say what I want. You tell the broker at this point, what do you want to ship your car, a car for me? And when the broker presses the button that says run Quotify, it matches carriers that run that route. The broker can just book this quote or order to the carrier. So he knows that the carrier is going to charge this much money, and the carrier is going to indicate how many days that it takes for him to run. So he may say, I'll pick up in 1 to 7 days, 1 to 5 days, could be 1 to 10 days.
If a carrier is interested in hopping on board with what you just said, do they contact you?
Yes,
they do. They contact. How do you get what's your contact? How does somebody email you? Like info at Superflow or what?
Info or support. Support, probably the best. It rounds robins to a lot of people in the office, and their requests can be managed.
Support at superflowsystems.com.
Yes.
Okay.
Support at superflowsystems.com.
What's a good phone number? What's a good phone number? Some people, I bet there's somebody right now. I want to call these guys. What's a good phone number?
513-870-5590.
Okay. Great. Okay. So now people know how to contact Superflow, because I want to get to, so you got number 7 also. We're going to touch on this. By the way, guys, this is neat. Since we got a lot of people still here, I want to say this. I went ahead and created a mock-up. Dude, part 2 of Dispatch Center is in 2 weeks.
Yep.
If you haven't had enough, there's more.
So much.
There's
so much. There's so much technology. We're full circle. Everything that somebody needs. On that, filling out the carrier, having register. If they register and they name their routes on TAQ, just identify the route and how much they want for that route, we will push brokers and shippers to them. When a request comes in that matches their route, they'll display. The broker at that point can make a selection. There's 3 carriers that match that route. I can pick one. I like this guy. I worked with him a lot. This guy has the best turnaround time. I'm going to choose him. There'll be things that makes it, everybody's going to get some of that. Everybody's going to get some additional orders.
And
so the broker's going to get some additional orders from the fishing pond, trying to match a carrier for somebody they don't have an order for. The carrier's going to say, I'll do it. I'll pick it up on this day for this much money. The broker takes that back to his customer, books the order, dispatches it to the carrier. The carrier goes, hey, I'll run this route. This is how much I want. The broker says, hey, I've got a customer right here. He's looking for something. I press Quotify, and I see these guys display. These 3 guys, 4 guys, whoever displays, I can select one. I can book it straight to the carrier. Now, nobody does that. Nobody is booking straight to the carrier. The carrier is booking straight to the broker. That's what they're trying to do. But nobody is giving the technology to allow the carrier to book, or the broker to book the carrier. Really, the broker is booking the carrier at the rate that the carrier wants. What could be better than that?
Yeah, no doubt. Well, and here, let's do this. I just pulled up, these are some of Moosey's screenshots. Now, this is the Truckify mobile app, right?
Yes, it is.
Truckify mobile app, okay. And
Moosey, you can go on with these.
This is
okay.
This is called, I wrote down the titles you gave me. Truckify app is connected to Dispatch Center load board. So this is Truckify's view when connected to Dispatch Center with the loads. I guess you've got assigned, picked up, right? This would correspond to the buckets in the dashboard, right?
Yes. Can you hear me, Jay?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, this is Moosey here. I'm back.
All right. Yeah.
I didn't realize I had the YouTube window open on the background, so that's why everything was just confusing.
Yeah, it happens.
I got it figured out.
All right, awesome. Okay, so this is the Truckify app connected to Dispatch Center load board. Screenshot.
Yes,
Let's go to the next one we've got. Okay, what is this?
Well, this is exactly where the carrier enters their uh, origin and destination to find the loads on the Truckify app. So the Truckify app is actually connected to Dispatch Center. So as the driver is moving along, we have a GPS tracker location that knows where the driver is automatically, and it will automatically look for the loads on our load board there on Dispatch Center. So that's what that is for. And it's going to actually bring the exact match to a driver and route.
All right. So then we've got, okay, so what we have, this is similar, right?
Yeah, this is similar here. This is actually showing that other slide there goes with the GPS tracker.
Oh.
If you show the other GPS tracking
let's see,
slide there that I provided, I think,
was here. Okay, this is a GPS tracking slide.
Yep, this is our dashboard here for Truckify. As you can see that I highlighted our GPS tracking there in yellow, and then I'm showing where the driver is down there in California. You see there in Lobitos, and that coincides with that other screen there that preceded this one here, the one that showed the Lobitos with as the origin.
So let me go back to that. Yeah, so that was
right.
That was here.
Yeah.
This one here.
Yeah, right there. You see, that's where the origin of the driver is. As you can see on that map there, that's where the driver is.
Okay.
And so if the driver wants to go to, say, Ashburn, Virginia, and as soon as they click find the loads, the Truckify app is going to go in Dispatch Center, then pull all the loads that match that driver's criteria.
Okay, cool. Okay, right. And you can do that. You can, some of these functions you can do from whether from the mobile app or the dispatch dashboard, and that's where you get into the flexibility of who's using it. Is it the driver? Is it the dispatcher? Are you on a laptop? Are you on a cell phone? Right? And your system allows you to do either one.
Exactly. Usually, some of these are for owner operators. Owner operators that don't have dispatchers, they will save time using this technology here, because now they really don't have to look for loads themselves. Like Mark explained there, that we have loadification. Loadification is where the loads actually come and populate to the driver's phone, and the driver can choose or deny any load that they want, because the system is notifying the driver as the driver is traveling on the highway. It knows the location of the driver.
So, okay, so now I went to the next screen. This one is requesting a load from Dispatch Center.
Yes. So this is all still done from the mobile app, the Truckify app.
Cool.
So we facilitate this connection to our Dispatch Center. So this is, again, either an owner operator or the owner of the transport company themselves. If they want to request a load from a Dispatch Center, they can do that here, and they can put the pickup date and the estimated delivery date too. And if they want to counter that $620 there, if they want, say, maybe $700, they can submit that request, and then it's up to the broker there to respond to see if they would give them that vehicle there at that $700.
Ooh, Ziggy's got a really good question, Mark, about vetting carriers. We're just going to hold that question for a second, Ziggy, because we're inside the mobile app.
Yep.
So, okay, so now we've got, what is this screen? This is request load submitted.
Yes, yeah, remember that previous screen that you had? So if you like that $620 for
okay.
what that broker is paying, yeah, see right there?
Uh-huh.
So if you just submit that request there, that is the next screen that shows up there on there. Yeah.
Cool.
So it lets you know that you have submitted that request there, And so the broker then is going to respond to the carrier, or if you want it at that 620, the broker is actually just going to dispatch. It's going to automatically dispatch to your mobile app, the Truckify app.
Okay. Okay.
So
Cool.
this type of technology is really kind of like working similar to like the ride sharing app, like Uber does it, where
Right.
you are driving and the driver knows and the application knows your location and it looks for a driver that's going to come and pick you up. So this is exactly what we're doing here. Our Truckify app uh, is equipped with the location feature right now, and that location feature originates where the trucker is, and all the trucker has to do is put their destination, and the loads are going to pop up.
We're gonna do. Let's see here. We got another. Okay, another. So the Truckify app is pulling loads from dispatch center. No,
Hmm.
I'm gonna change the screen share because the video is freaking out. Okay, so let's do this. Let me just go back to another screen share. I was just trying to change up the video there because it was getting a little nutty. We saw. Oh, this is the Route Scout. This is a Route Scout screenshot, right?
Yes, this is a Route Scout. I think Mark already explained this here,
Yep.
that this tool here is very essential, because what it does, it actually brings the best paying load for you, and also the best route that's going to save you money, and toll roads
Here we go.
and
Here,
diesel, pretty much.
Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna throw one out there. What's your favorite thing about Truckify? Why? Why do you? Why in your words? Why is Truckify a unique mobile app that people in the auto transport industry, why they need to look into it and find out more about it? Why? Why Truckify?
Well, Truckify one has very robust technology, and another thing that Truckify has that most mobile apps don't have is exactly what I just demoed to you right now. That it is the only mobile app right now that's connected to directly to a load board, because as a driver is moving with the app, the Truckify app connects to a load board, which is Dispatch Center, and Dispatch Center has all the loads that are being posted by the brokers, and so it actually helps carriers, and especially owner operators and drivers, not to keep going on a load board to manually sift for loads, just like we explained, Jay.
Right. With you get into notifications, being
Yes.
notified, right? Because we
Hmm.
know that's that is where the technology needs to go. Is now the technology needs to help the user rather than the user manipulating the
Exactly.
app to get stuff done.
Yes. And on top of that, whenever a load has been dispatched to a carrier, then Truckify takes over with the GPS tracking, to where it actually notifies the customer when the load has been picked up, and it also notifies the broker when the load has been picked up, and so when the driver is actually also driving to deliver the vehicle, Truckify technology will send an instant notification status on real time where the driver is all the time. And they, besides like say ELDs and other private GPSs that a lot of transporters are paying for, Truckify technology together with Dispatch Center provides that instant solution for the broker and the customer to know where their vehicle is all the time. And it, see, we have a geolocation there. Do you see that on there, Jay, that on that slide? As soon as the driver takes a picture of that vehicle, it actually also generates like a geotagging to show where that photo was taken.
Cool.
And another technology too that we have implemented on Truckify is the delivery inspection. You know, Jay, that when we pick up a vehicle, we do an initial original inspection where the driver would go around the vehicle and inspect that vehicle. But as the driver is moving to deliver that vehicle, a lot can happen. You know, an accident can happen, or the vehicle may shift and may have a minor damage. So we have designed a system with to have a second inspection before the vehicle has been delivered, and that's what we call the delivery inspection, to where the customer, when they walk around even and inspect the vehicle at delivery, we can still put some damage markings on the
So here's what I want to do. Moosey's connection was breaking up a little bit. Here's what I want to do. I do not want to let Ziggy's questions go too long, so hang on one second, Moosey. We're flipping this back over to Mark, and maybe Brian might want to chime in. You might see these questions in the live chat.
Can you hear me?
How will you? Yeah, I hear you, but I'm gonna ask this question. It comes from Ziggy, because Ziggy's very concerned about making sure that the marketplace is working above board, just like you were talking about fishing pond and other things. I think you, Mark, I think you and Ziggy share a common interest in keeping this business above board instead of in some of the swampy areas where we've been known to get stuck. Ziggy asks, how will you vet carriers or load posters, right? Folks posting loads, I believe that's what he's asking. And what's your policy for problematic dispatchers, brokers, dealers, example, no pay, dispatching the same load to multiple carriers? I think you've got the gist. Mark, what will you say to, that kind of concern about the industry and how your technology can help in that area?
Well, first off, we're going to vet the drivers just like I think probably anybody who manages a load board would do. We're going to get the authority check, make sure their authority is active, make sure we are going to be a certificate holder for that company's insurance to be notified if their insurance, something happens with that. So we have the insurance certificate, we're going to be a certificate holder. Make sure that their authority is checked every time there's a dispatch request made. And nobody does that. And I showed you, Jay, examples of in Pro ABD when we use MC Pro Check, and I think you might even have a slide of that. I don't know if you still have that or not.
I might.
Yeah, so we do, and we run the carrier's authority every time on every dispatch, and we're doing that in Dispatch Center as well. And if I could do just one quick shout out. Brian mentioned, and when we were talking about Brian having a team of guys, Bobby, my boy Bobby is awesome. I didn't say him originally. Brian mentioned him. Bobby is a big part of what we do, and he's done a great job. And this is his venue,
cool.
His arena right here.
Thank you,
MC
Bobby.
Pro Check.
Yeah.
And so when somebody made this dispatch, it shows that this carrier's authority is not active, and it alerts the broker it's not active. The same thing is going to happen in Dispatch Center. This is in Pro ABD. And if you have the other slide, when the authority is active, you can see that we display that. So every load that is requested, we run that check. If it's 10 times a day, we run it. It's how we're trying to protect the shipper, the broker, and even the carrier who may not know his authority is inactive or that there is an issue.
And I think your system would catch a dispatcher that has gone beyond dispatching into brokering because MC ProCheck is going to check that dispatcher is not properly authorized to be brokering, right?
Bobby is making that actually happen in reverse the same way.
Wow.
So when a broker posts a load, he has to have active authority as well.
Right.
So the same technology is checking. So as a load is posted, they make that same thing. So I think a lot of the confrontation and the problems that brokers have amongst the brokers is because on Central, I'll use Central because that's where people are going right now.
Yeah.
There's not an avenue for them to display their load, their order, as to match with their customer. The fishing pond is giving them that opportunity. It's all above board. The brokers know this is not an order. I'm not posting it as an order as they have to on Central because there's no mechanism for the broker to post it any other way on Central. They have to post it as an order. But one guy goes, I have the signed contract. Get off of there. And the other broker's going, well, I just talked to the customer and he wants me to try to find a carrier for him. So I'm leaving it up. So a lot of that I think is going to go away. Some of that confrontation is going to go away. I hope it goes away. We're trying to make it better for everybody.
If you're able to continue that level of implementation, that boy, it sounds like you're really onto something as far as cleaning up a lot of the problems. I've talked to brokers they're upset with other brokers that are just doing whatever they want. I mean, we all agree that a carrier that just does whatever they want, right? Taking side roads, being completely out of compliance, that's becoming a real problem. There are carriers out there that are not above board. It upsets the carriers that work really hard and pay all the money to be above board. And it's those wild and crazy guys, whatever you want to call them, are probably the ones that are assumed to be driving the rates down and maybe are. So every single part of this ecosystem has its bad apples. And with technology, if we can remove some of those bad apples, yeah, maybe we can finally have the kind of marketplace we're all hoping we can possibly have. Less competition. We're still going to have competition. There are thousands of carriers and thousands of brokers, and there's another one born every day. I think
there's room for everybody. Really, there's room and opportunity for everybody.
Well, there is a lot of opportunity. This is actually one of the things I think that is a problem is the amount of. I don't know if we're oversaturated or not. Then we hear the story about driver shortage, but don't get me started because I'm going to start drinking my Kool-Aid because I don't even understand if it really is a driver shortage. I can't wrap my head around the reality of that. But I think that Ziggy asked questions that I think you answered. Your technology's on the way to helping with some of those problems.
We hope so.
It seems like it.
Yeah.
It seems like it. Let's do this.
And that's the other thing about that. The other thing about that the broker, now he has an avenue to do that. It's above board. And he should, or she should, that broker should be able to capture more orders and more business by being able to match with the carrier. So the carrier looks in the fishing pond, what matches my route? What can I tell them? I'll do it for another $100. I'll do it for another $50.
Wow.
I will post what I want for it and give the broker the opportunity to match with their customer and convert it into an order.
You know what
brokers should convert more orders.
Well, and on that note, you know what I think is the white whale or the white ghost or whatever that mythical term is? If there can be technology created that gets around this whole lead generator scoop 'em up problem, that would be amazing.
That's phase 3 for us.
Whoa, you have an idea?
Yeah, we have an idea.
Of course
we do.
Of course. Because that is
got the solution.
That literally is. I think it's white whale. That would be game changing. It's kind of like Amazon had an idea and then suddenly it became game changing. A technology.
They did change the game, didn't
Change the game. A technology that could make lead generators just drop in all of their fishing nets would be a game changer in auto transport.
I don't know if you know that, and if you follow the lead gen and the lead gen business, but Google is Google is actually kind of muscling those guys out by how they display and on the artificial intelligence and the things that really help a broker, somebody who's actually or a carrier who's actually moving the vehicle and can get reviews, and not the lead aggregator. The lead aggregator is having a tough time right now. And there's a legitimate business for that. There's truly a legitimate business for that. Brokers sustain themselves from lead aggregators and generators. It's an important part of the ecosystem.
It is, but they don't prefer it. Many major brokers only buy leads because it's part of what they feel they need to do. I have talked to some
Kool-Aid.
I've talked
the Kool-Aid.
I have talked to, and this is what I'm getting excited about, is that I feel like some of what's happening is that I want to talk more about what happens upstream rather than just arguing about the crappy rates and the garbage at the bottom. It's time to start talking about what's happening before the load gets posted. Dang, that should be a show. Someone's going to do it. I said it. December 3rd, 2019. The show is called Before the Load Gets Posted. Look for it on a YouTube channel near you.
They'll see it.
I probably will. I got to make that show.
Soon.
I got to stay up all night making the show. Somebody else is going to make that.
So you remember Carmunity you guys last week?
Yeah.
So I looked at that on GoDaddy. I wanted to see if the .com somebody .com that in 2011.
Oh wow!
So it's been around. Carmunity has been around since 2011.
It's funny you say that because many good ideas happen at once, but some good ideas clearly didn't. But Carmunity's one that happened in the past, and I mean, but
I didn't do Carmunity outreach. I didn't look at that.
Well, that's the thing. Then you have to go.
That could still be out there.
Well, how about
that? Still could be out there.
Carmunity.us or Carmunity. Did you know there's a .xyz? Anybody ever bought one of those?
I haven't.
I never heard of that. .xyz.
How does that optimize? Does that optimize? Anybody?
I don't know.
How do you see that? I've never even seen that.
But now I got to snatch up Auto Transport Intel.
Did you know there's a .cars? There's a .cars.
Anybody who's using that? Yeah, who's using that?
Does that optimize?
Actually,
I don't know.
Well, now it's funny you say that because, well, anyways, we're gonna set that aside. But listen,
we'll get it up.
Hey, I want to do this real quick.
Yeah.
I want to do. I want to look at your screenshots. I want to go back to your screenshots and see if there was anything else, because I think you had a couple route scouts in here. Okay, but that's showing the route scout, right? I think we went. Yeah. I think we went through everything. That's what I want to make sure we do. Yeah. Pro ABD, sent to the pond.
Pro ABD,
route scout, route scout. Okay, and this is Pro Check.
MC Pro Check.
Positive and negative. We went through the list on the PDF. I think we covered everything. Did we really do that?
I believe so. That's why we saved some for next week or 2 weeks.
So that's why.
Because there's more.
There's
more.
So now what I want you to do is to get ready for Dispatch Center. Oh, that's not the one. To get ready for Dispatch Center Part 2. Is you guys, you have 2 weeks to make notes, come up with the second round of bullets, get me some of that information, because we're coming back to the well for more information. We're going to be talking about what? iTruckPay a little, right?
iTruckPay. So the things that we're going to have is the posting extensions that the brokers can use who are not on Pro ABD.
Okay.
So giving people the opportunity. And then we're going to talk about Book Now and displaying a little bit more of the Book Now technology that we have. So from looking at the J tracker, posting to Central, being able to post it with the URL for Truckify. It comes back, somebody looks at it, they can book now if they have the authority, and we're going to display that and show that technology. And then a little bit about iTruckPay, which is number 7 on Moosey's Q7.
I know people want to ask about that, and that's a good one, because I don't know anybody that talks about payment systems. And by the way, I want to give I want to say this too. This is important. This is an important, serious moment here on Auto Transport Intel, is that the fact remains that there are other technology companies, and I'm going to be talking with other technology companies on this channel. If you are at a technology company right now and you're thinking, Jay, we've got amazing stuff to show you and talk to you about, let me know. Send me an email, autotransportintel@gmail.com. Just as I said, everybody is welcome here with any silly question or fantastic, amazing question. I mean that to not only fans and users, but also providers. We're going to keep it real. And if you've got something you want to display, demo, talk about on this show, let me know. Right?
Because it's hard to beat what we have, I think.
Well,
hard to beat that.
That's just what great. We love to say in our, American free enterprise system, let the market decide, right?
And yeah. And something about copying it is some kind of flattery that I'm sure that somebody's going to come up with and flatter us pretty soon.
Right?
You think?
Hey, I get flattery. I don't know either. I get flattery all the time.
They're copying your stuff.
Right. It's obvious.
Yeah, you're flattered.
We're all getting copied.
Are you flattered?
That's what's interesting.
Flattered or mad? What are you?
I'm flattered.
Yeah.
Meaning I'm flamattered. Yes,
That's a good one. Is that .com?
Flamattered. Oh, great. Someone just did it. See, here's the thing. I'm flattered, but I'm irritated. And I know that I also don't own ideas or topics. But
we don't
I have seen a couple things that are not above board. And we know when something doesn't pass the smell test. And so, there's a couple things I've seen that I'm not pleased about, but I'm just going to work through it and keep doing. And that's really what it's all about, is that if you're in it for the long game, you stick with it and you keep doing it, and you hope people can tell the difference between something above board and something that just kind of stinks a little bit. You hope.
Well, but you're the leader. You're the leader.
And
we want to be the leader.
I appreciate
so
that.
we're in it for the long game.
Yeah. Well,
definitely.
Me too, man. Me too. So, this has been great. I think this has been an amazing show. This is episode 114. You guys will be back for 116.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, Moosey's going to come back in. So, hey, we're going to say goodnight to you guys. Brian, thank you for. I know what it's like to. You've been in the panel and you haven't had a lot of microphone time, but from where I'm sitting, I haven't seen that as a problem. I hope that you feel like you've been able to contribute somewhat.
I just read the comments as they go by and think that we have solutions for those. And the Bogey Joe Senior, he's got a lot of good comments.
Isn't he great?
He didn't see the weather check boxes on the car inspection, apparently.
Great.
You can't get a good inspection when it rains, but.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Listen, anybody in the live chat, if there's something you didn't see, you have a question, concern, support at superflowsystems.com. What was that phone number again? 513
870-5590.
All right. So you can ask them a question, and if you want to ask me a question, autotransportintel@gmail.com. And, man, guys, thank you so much. What were you going to say?
I was going to say you really didn't get an opportunity to let Brian, and I don't think you would have said it anyway. It's hard for people to know really how truly what a contributor Brian is to what we have. We wouldn't have what we have without Brian. He is awesome at what he does. He is why nobody else has an auto quoter with the intelligence that we have. And when we have somebody saying, hey, I need my auto quoter to do this, and Brian's like, just tell me what you want. Just tell me what you want, and he made it happen. There's big companies that have been out there doing that, who have tried to make an auto quoter, who can't make it. Brian won't give himself probably, I don't know if he had necessarily the microphone for it, but he's awesome, and big pat on the back to him. He's we wouldn't be here without him, and I really appreciate what he does.
Dude, that's awesome.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
That's way cool, man.
And we've been firefighters together on the same fire department since 1992. So we've been boys since then. So we go back.
Valuing your team members is such a big deal. So that means a lot. I know many of us hearing you say that, we got it. I got it.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
and same here, Jay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, and I feel the same way here, Jay. I couldn't ask to work with any other guys besides Mark, Brian, Superflow team. I mean, they've been just awesome guys to work with, and I think to be able to bring the car hauling industry to give it a very good, bright future here in the United States and worldwide, you need to be able to partner with guys that have the same vision as you, and who really want to help the transportation industry. And these guys here at Superflow, like they said, they've been in it for years and years, and they're just great guys to work with. Their vision is just awesome. I mean, it's just an awesome vision that is ready to take over the world with the transportation solutions using technology.
That's awesome, man.
I shared with you, Jay, one quick story about how I felt always protected, and how things have lined up, and it lined up that Muzi and Truckify was really what we were waiting for. They have awesome technology, and it's really making our product the full circle product that we've been looking for and working hard for all these years. And we finally have everything come together. It's really it's a pretty amazing product.
And I'd like to appreciate, my developer too, Prince, out there in California and San Francisco. He is the engineer that is behind the Truckify technology. And he's just an awesome guy. And, he's my cousin, and I've known him for years. And he is just a good listener and a good advisor. And he is just excellent in everything that he does to facilitate that Truckify and Superflow technologies work very well together.
Yeah, super engineer. He's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's interesting. The developers behind every great technology is really hardworking, smart developers.
Yes.
And we're stateside. So I don't know if people understand that, but understanding and knowing the industry and having hands-on with it is a lot different than being an Asian or European developer who doesn't have the experience. And so our flow of our technology is what you need to manage an order and to facilitate your job with the technology that we have. We're stateside, and we understand a little better what it takes to make that work. Throwing that out there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know what, you
Mark has a
guys?
CEO.
What were you going to say? Say it again, Brian.
Well, he's probably one of the only CEOs of a software company with a CDL and many, many years driving trucks at some point.
Well, there's no doubt that behind having, boots on the ground, experience, having driven, having the certifications, I know it's hard to believe, but there are drivers that won't even watch this channel because I've never driven a truck. And I find that I understand. But I'm telling you, you talk to these guys that own auctions, they do not care if you've ever driven a truck, but they want to talk about moving 1,000 cars. So there are many ways to tackle understanding and having experience and being in this business, but I understand what you mean is that it's that those years of tough days in dispatch that put me so close to the pain that you're trying to fix with Dispatch Center. I've been through a lot of pain.
Everybody does every day. It's part of everybody's day. Every day there's something painful. Trying to make a better ecosystem for everybody.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Bogey Joe Sr. says he's definitely marking his calendar for 2 weeks from now. Superflow on Auto Transport Intel Part 2. Thank you, Bogey Joe. Man, it means a lot. Bogey Joe, I suggest you send Mark an email. You guys keep in touch. Ask him some more good questions.
That's right.
I sense an internal champion. Doing what? Okay, all right. So, guys, listen, man. Thank you so much. This was a great show. We knew it'd be great. We knew it'd be long. Thank you for everybody sticking around. And I'm gonna say good night to you guys. Okay.
Thank you, Jay. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, Jay. Appreciate it. Like to say happy birthday to my queen today. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday.
Good night, Jay.
Good night, you guys. Thank you.
Good night, Moosey. Good night, Brian.
Good night, Mark.
Play the carrier.
Hi, Alan.
Good night, John boy. All right, so I just did it. I just ended the meeting. Man, that was a long meeting, you guys. Let's do this. I gotta go. I gotta change this screen back here. It's never the softest landing, so I try to make it quick and painless. Let's do, oh yeah, so then here, I want to thank you guys. Listen, I really want to thank you guys. I can't believe how many people stuck around to the end. That is crazy. That was a long show. I knew it would be action-packed, informative, mind-blowing, and all of that. And it was great. And there's still more in 2 weeks, which is crazy. So it's a great way to kind of round out the year. It's been kind of an interesting year. I was thinking about all the traveling I did this year. It started off in January. I went to see Surge the Car Hauler. That was in January. I went to Massachusetts. I went to the Auto Haulers Association of America meeting in May in Atlanta. Oh, before that, I went to Louisville in March for the Mid-America Truck Show. I've been to, I went to Baltimore with Automotive Logistics. I went to Detroit with Automotive Logistics. I went to Raleigh in July for Automotive Intelligence Summit. And then I just went to Used Car Week in Vegas. Again, that's with Cherokee Media Group. A larger portion from Automotive Intelligence Summit. And through a year of doing that and doing all this traveling and all these interviews, man, I've learned so much. I hope that when people tune in and join the live chat and check out the show, that they're learning along with me. I'm so excited about, okay, so if I learned this much this year, next year's going to be a little off the hook. I think next year is going to be kind of crazy. So I have no intention of stopping. I'm going to be here every Tuesday night, going live at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. I think this train is just getting started. So I think you see things here that you won't see anywhere else. That is my intention. But I listen. I have an advantage. I don't drive a truck. I don't dispatch anymore. All I do is create this channel and build the information. And I'm a marketing guy, so I do a lot of marketing on social media more and more all the time. I'm really excited about some of the things that are coming up next that I haven't even talked about. So man, I really, really appreciate you guys tuning in. That was great, Jay. Definitely need to talk to Ty. You got Ty's number? Great, man. Thank you so much for your participation, Bogey Joe and Brian. I see Brian was here tonight. Thank you, Brian, for tuning in. Jose, John Larrick, Silver Mint, Ziggy. Thank you for the question, Ziggy. Thank you guys and Superflow for participating in the live chat while Mark and Brian and Moosey were on camera. Whooped at us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sue, Mike, Eric, Blaze, Solomon. Thank you for those questions, Solomon. Alan, DB. Oh, man, great stuff, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It means a lot. Listen, if you missed the show, you can watch it on demand. It'll be on YouTube. After about 24 hours, I do so much work on the video description. You can just click on time codes, skip ahead, share it with your friends, share it with your enemies. Share auto transport intel with people you barely know and want to irritate slightly. So listen, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm running the car hauler. I'll see you guys next week. And that's right. Hey, let me just say this again. Next week, we're going to have... And we're going to have What's After the Crash with Accident Plan, making sure you're road ready. That's going to be a great show. So tune in for that. You guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Look for stuff in between now and then. I try and send out some video segments, do some video editing, share some news stories, etc. If there's something I need to know, let me know. autotransportintel@gmail.com. Otherwise, you guys be good. Be safe out there. Watch out for the weather. Watch out for each other. And I hope your business grows. I'll talk to you then. Thank you so much.